Or rather, what does cherry blossom tea taste like? Because I've had cherry blossom, like, flavoured things, but I imagine there's a difference. Right. Enough of the wittering. Oh god. Start a new expedition. Branches. 1 of 40. Fuck me. Oh. I don't. Also, judging from the pictures on Steam, it's the only thing that is literally the only thing I've seen of this game is the images on Steam, their Steam page. Me being down here, I may as well just leave him there where he was for Dark Cloud, Dark Chronicle, because from the look of it, I will be blocking something no matter where I am on the screen. So, fuck it. Yeah, I guess normal. Original launch balancing. So that doesn't even tell me if that's easier or not. Excuse me. Oh, the airs be cold. The air bees cold. Fuck, what? Of flake and white as a sailor begs their pledge. Oh god, there's even choices already. Ugh. To the ice they'll pray, that leads reveal. Out in the ice they'll stake a claim, or in the dark they'll brace themselves. Out in the ice they'll stake a claim, and carve a course ahead. Of homes they'll dream, of warmth long lost, and chased to frost world's edge. Oh, that's why it's pale, it's ice. Should have guessed that really, shouldn't I? A hunger draws the desperate here. It's calling so's dispread. The fuck is dispread? What will you do when steel hearts break and courage does abscond? I'll do what must be done indeed out in the pale beyond. Nice little fancy little poem there to start. I'm not sure it's appreciated, I'm not gonna lie. The Temperance. So I take it we were on the boat. Or we're going to be on the boat. Able-bodied crew wanted for dangerous expedition. Months of darkness, low wages, slim chance of safe return. Glory to be had in the event of success. I'm sorry, but that is not selling it. That is not fucking selling it. You're alone in the office. The tea in your hand has long since gone cold. I mean, to be fair, I am that kind of person. I do leave tea to go to room temp. I do leave tea to go to like 20 degrees. Make it at 100 if it's black tea. Leave it to go to like 20, 25 degrees before I drink it. It's perfectly adequate. Fuck coffee. Looking around the room, you can make out a collection of military books. On the desk is a ship in a bottle. I like how it's making it sound like I don't know who I am. You can make out a collection of military books. Well, if this is my office, then yeah, they're my books. A metronome ticks away steadily. Yeah, can I stop that? It's fucking annoying. I don't even know if you can hear that well, because I turned the sound down slightly on the game, because it was very loud in the menu when I loaded it. It's insufferable. The constant chime begins to wear at the patience. Stop it. You attempt to stop the ticking. The needle breaks off. Wow. I'm keeping it. You quickly shove the needle into your pocket. When do we get to the bit where you eat human legs? That's you. What do you mean? That's the shit you play. Fucking mouth-washing. Mouth-washing with your own fucking femur? Is femur your leg or your arm? I can't fucking remember. Leg bone. Pick a leg bone. Mouth-washing with a leg bone. It stops. Keep waiting. I need to put the sound back up a bit. Sound. It's just a little loud when I first started it, but that's possibly a bit better. You hear footsteps climbing the stairs that brought you here. I'm going to say standing. I'm important, damn it. The door behind you swings open. I assume we're applying to the thing that we read. We're applying to be on the ship. Maybe. We'll find out, I guess. Oh, hello. The captain bounds past you. Oh, so we stole the captain's metronome thing. Whoops. Bounds past you to the other side of the desk. Do you have all of your teeth? Just open my mouth. You bare your teeth to the man. Good. Can never be too careful. Why does that matter? The captain sits down. It's the little things you can lose people to. Are you speaking from experience? Well, I'm called Shaw. I'm also blocking the fucking text. Do you know what? I might turn should I turn PNG off for this? Because I think we're going to be blocking stuff no matter what. I think I'm going to turn PNG guy off for this. There we go. Just so I'm not blocking things. How many people have died under your supervision? None. Let's give you some false hope that I'm going to be useful. Meaning you're either perfect for the job, a liar, or you've never been in command. Which is it? If I was a liar, would I be in this room? Please take a seat. Sure. The chair is uncomfortably large. The seat feels worn. I don't get that description. Uncomfortably large. Does it matter if the chair is large? Interesting. Also, I've just noticed that my microphone's not on 100%. What the fuck? There we go. Slightly better. It was on like 98, I think. 98, 97. Why was it not on 100? I'm Captain Hunt. Captain Cunt. Yeah, sure. Robin Shaw. Pleasure's mine, Robin Shaw. He nods. I'll wait for him to continue. I hope you weren't waiting too long. I'm told it's worth the wait. Good. There's been a lot of candidates. Some good, some bad. Interesting mix. I'm sure you understand the need for discretion. I'll keep listening. Months of darkness, low wages, slim chance of safe return. That didn't deter you, did it? It's to be expected, surely. I thought it blunt, but it's proven remarkable at weeding out the weak and the pretend. I've a few questions first. He looks down at his list of questions. Were you born a landlubber or a sea dog? Oh God, choices. I'm from the city. I'm going to say that because if it comes up with any choices that involve actual sea-related things and I fuck up because I don't know him personally, then it's not my fault, technically. I didn't know in-game. I'm from the city, but made my way to sea eventually. Military experience. Why would you choose to be a criminal? Oh, fuck it. Royal Admiralty. 2 tours. I assume it's Admiralty. I've never seen that word written like that. I don't think I've ever even heard or seen that word at all. For sure. Under what circumstances did you leave? In one piece. You'd be surprised how many can't even say that. Have you ever fired a weapon? Yes. Have you ever killed a man directly or otherwise? Sure. I see. You're not married, are you? Of course not. You better not have a death wish. One must believe they'll return to justify leaving in the first place. Any less and you're doing yourself a disservice? Can you get to the point? Of course. We're here to find the ship in that bottle. Oh, so we're looking for the ship, or at least that's why we're leaving, to look for the ship that was at the start, I'm guessing. No, not the same ship, okay. The Viscount. Heard of it? No, enlighten me. He clears his throat. That's exactly what he did. Coughed his fucking soul up. 5 years ago, she set sail on a research expedition towards the Dead Peninsula. Well, there's already a fucking why the fuck what's wrong with you question. They were trying to find and study the absolute magnetic south. Did they? Did they what? Did they complete their research? Oh, yes. I have no idea. She never came back. Her last known location was 200 miles south of land, presumed lost to the ice. 5 years is a bit late for a rescue operation. They're probably dead. Alive or not, their research is supposedly of extreme importance. I'm going to need more than rumours about lost ships if I'm putting my life at risk. Naturally, here's what we do know. Not one person or thing has been heard from the Viscount since its... has been heard of from the Viscount since since it first left port. Should that not be heard of? It's not been heard from off the Viscount or heard of from the... That sentence is bugging me. I don't know why. I ain't no fucking literacy major, but that's bugging me. Until now. Someone has... words. I will add I only woke up like an hour ago, so brain is not quite awake yet. Someone was found who claims to have been on that ship. Can I speak to them? No, they're dead. Wow, great. But their testimony seems to have outlived them. Those with more money than sense want that old ship. That's the job. If I don't pick the first mate, somebody else will, and, well, my judge of character's gotten me this far. What of our crew? Quite the mix, a work in progress. Some I've known for years, they get in on trust and experience. Others, well, they interview. Any impressed you? That remains to be seen. Bitch, I'm right here, how dare you. We do have transport, though. We'll be travelling on board the Temperance. That was the one in the start that was underwater. She's a beauty. Greenwood, generational. Not many like it left these days. The Viscount and the Temperance. They're sister ships. Built together. Sent out in the world to die alone. Superstition gets people killed. So does cynicism. Less so than fucking superstition, though, I would say. The captain looks at the bottled ship. So what do you think? It sounds like you need all the help that you can get. Oh, we will. Captain checks his watch. I mean, it'll be under a sleeve, but I can't see any hint of a watch, I'm just saying. Anyway, I think I've heard enough. Captain stands up. We leave in a month. Welcome aboard, Shaw. Proverbially speaking. Don't you need more information? Not if I'm a captain worth his salt. I work with people, not professions. Yeah, but surely you need to know about the professions to know whether the people are worth bringing. I haven't technically told you anything that would be helpful other than I can fire a gun. Which I guess is something, but, you know. I'd sooner trust a good carpenter than a cruel sailor to save me from drowning. Good carpenter, that's a profession, bitch. But alas, I'll see you on the Temperance. I'm not telling you I broke his fucking metronome. The captain makes his way to the door and you follow. You arrive at the docks, a month to the day. Before you lies a ship. The letters on its side read Temperance. I mean, I won't lie, I already like the art style of it that they've gone with. I like this. You walk the cobble to the boarding ramp. I'm just saying this doesn't look very cobble to me. Also got a sneeze brewing. Ugh. Why do I constantly get sneezes that just won't happen? Beside is a sharply dressed man overseeing the loading of cargo. Is that supposed to be us? Because if that's us, how did we walk to there? Why did we walk to there? He turns to you with a stern expression. You can feel his eyes assessing you. He looks like he has cataracts, I'm just saying. A military gate. You must be Hunt's pick for first mate. I figured he'd keep it in the ranks. Good man. He extends an arm. Richard Templeton, a pleasure. Sure, we'll shake his hand. It's a considered shake. What the fuck does that mean? I shall be operating as the chief science officer on this expedition. I'm also the incumbent incumbent representation of our benefactor. Do, however, consider myself and my team at you and the captain's disposal. What did you specialise in? Applied botany. I want to question it, but at the same time, like, we've just met this man, maybe not. But surely we don't need a botanist on the ice. Like, hello? Mr. Templeton, I look forward to working together. I expect you to be up for the task. You may be regretting those expectations, I'm just saying. Some of the layabouts Hunt hired are questionable at best. No doubt I needn't inform you of your duties. You're second only to Captain Hunt himself. What I will say going forward is I've already got a dry mouth, because apparently that fucking cream soda is quite drying, which is weird. There's a lot of talking in this, so it probably won't be the longest of streams. We probably won't be doing long streams of this, same as any other game where I have to talk a lot, like read a lot. Look, I will never understand how this works, but when I have to read things, my mouth dries out really fucking fast. Whereas if I'm just sat wittering away by myself, not a problem. Like, we've heard me rant for like an hour straight when I'm playing DBD and things. It doesn't bother me. But whenever it's a game where I have to read everything out loud, it fucks my throat, and I don't know why. So, it won't be the longest of streams of this. Whether we do just this and then end a little early, or whether I switch to something else later, we'll find out later. But we'll probably go till, like, what time is it? 5:30? 7:30, 8? Do like 2 hours at a time? 2-3 hours at a time? We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Though I must warn you that you have quite the task ahead. The rabble I've spent the afternoon sorting are the same that you'll have to whip into shape. Do I get an actual whip? Because I would like one. Punctuality, schedule. A strict adherence is what we need if this expedition is to succeed. Honestly, this would be me. I'd be the one with a fucking list going, right, this is what we're doing now, and you're fucking doing it. You don't get to do this until this point in the schedule. We stick to it. Nothing goes wrong. Honestly, this would be me. I expect you to be the organised sort. You would not have been assigned the role otherwise. Oh, Christ, I have things. What the... Oh, God, there's temperature. Ugh. I never do well in games where there's a temperature issue. Fuck. Thinking of, like, oh, what's the one where you build a base in a circle in the snow? You have a little heater in the middle. Frostpunk. That just makes me go, oh, fuck, Frostpunk. Christ. Sea folk are known to be unruly. I will do my best to keep them in line. Good to hear. Let me know when you are ready to depart, and make sure to savour these last moments on land. The less valuable time we waste here, the better. Oh. The city? A young man. Wait, is that not me? The Temperance, want them. You'll be gone for quite a while. It will be some time before you see the city again. A young man stands at the ramp, steeling himself for the journey ahead. Hesitantly, he begins to drag his feet up the ramp and onto the ship. And I guess I will follow. If I didn't click him, would he just not come with us? Hunt's description of the ship was accurate. Why does the, why does that look like a cannon? Near identical to the Viscount, barring some modern additions. Such as the weird fucking cannon-looking thing, I'm guessing. What's with the frickin' lifeboats being so fancy? And also full of shit. Like, these are going to be useless if you're in a panic. Can't get on them if they're full of crap. This is where those frickin' sheets lift up and there's just jet engines in them. Week 1. 1 week on the Temperance. Ugh! And that is why I turned it down in the start menu. Fuck me, that's loud. Wait. Oh, that was the thingy. Okay, just Jesus wept with the music. That's still pretty loud. First mate Shaw, personal log. It's been 1 month since I signed on, and 1 week since we set sail aboard the Temperance. I'm told the waters will get warmer as we pass the hemisphere before they turn colder. I can't help but wonder who's footing the bill for all of this. Certainly not the captain. The crew, however, are a different story. There are now 22 of us, including the captain. Our next port will be our last before we enter the ice to pick up the remaining 4 members of the crew, the scouting team. Hunt is also keen to work out a deal on a pack of sledding dogs. I've sailed with worse. The Admiralty had its rot just like anywhere else. Captain Hunt has mostly kept to his quarters so far. I need to know if I can trust Captain Hunt. I can't shake the feeling that he's not telling the whole truth. Despite that, I find myself warming to the man so far. The Admiralty had nothing like this. A technical marvel, elegant machinery expertly weaved through one of the fastest hardwood ships of its day. Reborn for this mission, breathing again with life. She's simply magnificent. Genuinely went to say simpificent then. She's simpificent. Actually starting to get people making me try on Ghoul. Damn. I mean, you have played a fair bit of Ghoul now, so I would imagine. Oh no, are you in the event or are you just normal? I was say, if you're in normal queue, then it would have bumped your, it's probably bumped your Ghoul MMR a touch, but obviously there's no MMR in the event. One of Hunt's sailors approaches. Captain wants you at the helm. Alright, Joe. We'll head there now. He leaves. Let's have a nosy everything else first, though. Then to get 50k base just by existing on Killer. Yeah, true. Honestly, even with the... I don't even know if it has or not, 'cause I haven't loaded it today, but even if and when we get to the 500% blood bonus, I don't care to play. At the minute, it's so fucking miserable. That amount of blood points still does not fucking interest me in playing. I'll do the fucking tome and I'll turn it off again. Literally. The Crow's Nest currently stands unoccupied. The scouting team are expected to join at next port. You ascend the stairs to the stern and find old Captain manning the helm of the ship. Ah, Robin, lovely day for it, isn't it? Bitch, my name is Shaw. Surnames only. Otherwise, I will change that H to a C. It is indeed, Captain. Very close, likely hit it sometime tonight. I genuinely saw multiple, and I mean multiple, like 10 plus people when I was flicking through Twitter last night, bitching that we're only going to get a week of 500% blood point bonus. It's like, do you know how much you can get with 500% in a week? Just on Friday's stream, I made about 6 million. Just on Friday's stream, I had to keep spending blood points. Like, calm the fuck down, people. You don't deserve that much with how you play, quite honestly. Indeed, it's days like these that I make sure to do my share of the sailing. Just let him continue. We'll just leave him talking. He thinks for a moment before stepping aside and stretching out a wrinkled hand. Did you ever take the helm at the Admiralty? Never felt right not to for me. Why don't you have a try? Sure. You grip the wheel of the ship and I feel the weight of the waves... Sorry, and feel. There's no I don't know where I read that. I feel the weight of the waves in your arms. Oh, fuck me. What a great view. Ah! The memory of your muscles rear themselves as you begin to move in time with the ship and the wind.
You can't hide forever.
Yeah, that's what it's like. It's like this. Waves in the wind. If you want to throw up, same. Hi, Enclave, how you doing? Easy. There, you have it. The captain pats you on the back. Fantastic. Now try and get a sense of where we are. Get some perspective. Fuck me, that zoom's slow as shit, innit? Peaceful, isn't it? Panning and zooming speeds can... Can they? That's barely any different, but sure. He takes the wheel back from you. Literally, hang on. Let me put that to the max and we'll see what it's like. When I can zoom out again. One of those AI fusions did Goku, Super Saiyan 3 and Charizard. That is a buff Pokemon. What a shit choice of Pokemon to fuse him with. God. Like, I'm just saying. If you're going to do Goku, why would you not do Infernape, who is literally based on the same mythological character? They're literally based on the same mythological character. Being Son Goku. Or another, like, monkey similar Pokemon, such as, what's his fucking name? Zeraora. Zeraora would be a good one.
Americans love their fast food, reality TV, and freedom of speech. But don't get them started on healthcare or politics unless you want an earful.
An earful of very wrong opinions, yeah. I think I'll drink the morning in a little longer. Would you mind preparing my quarters for the day's work? There's much to do. Sure. What am I preparing? A tub! Can I just have a bath and just not tidy his room up? A pristine furnished tub secured to the floor. A luxury to be had on the ice. Yeah, but surely you'd only be able to put a dribble of water in it, because if you get into choppy waters, it's just going to go everywhere. Doesn't seem like a good choice, honestly. The desk. On the desk you make out a variety of papers, notes and maps, as well as a sealed letter with a stamp you don't recognise. The desk itself is suspended with ropes to keep it safely in place. However, I'd like to point out there's only ropes on one side of the table, so it's not really safely in place, is it? It could swing left and right. A classical painting depicting sailors doing battle with a kraken. Sorry, that just looks like a wave to me. It doesn't really look like a kraken. You're unsure if it's... You're unsure of if... Hang on. That sentence is definitely fucked up. You're unsure of it's of any historical significance. That sentence is not. What? That's supposed to be if. That's supposed to be if. You're unsure if it's of any historical significance. They recognise the ship as the galleon of the Captain Hamish. Who's Hamish? Can we discuss this Hamish? You take a seat at the end of the room. The captain joins you. Oh look, his... Oh wait, he's got another thingy on his metronome after the one that I stole. Let's run through our provisions before taking requests. To start, there's 23 souls signed on to this expedition, ourselves included. Wait, I thought you said there was 22 and then we were picking up 4 more. Or is it 22 plus me, it's 23 and we're going to go pick up the 4? We haven't got them yet, I'm guessing. That's 16 free to be assigned to tasks, if they aren't already busy. The rest are deployed to their permanent stations. These numbers aren't working for me, love. You are only able to deploy crew who have been discovered. They must be in good health and not otherwise deployed to another post. We'll be picking up the scouting crew at the next port. Oh, Jesus, what is this? The lot of us also seem to be in good spirits, so far. The expedition will end tearing itself apart if you end the week with no decorum left. So the flag is decorum. We've enough provisions for at least 6 months in case of emergency. If you cannot afford the minimum food rations at the end of a week, the crew will become malnourished. Shit me. Unless cured, malnourished status will develop into scurvy, a severe status effect that prevents the crew from working, eventually killing them at the end of the week. Well, we're not going to last long, I'm just going to say it. And more than enough fuel to see us there and back again. Colder temperatures will increase the minimum fuel required at the end of the week. Oh, that's what the fucking cannon thing was. It's a heater, innit? If you cannot afford the minimum fuel, the crew will become freezing. Unless cured, freezing status will develop into frostbite, a severe status effect that prevents the crew from working, eventually killing them at the end of the week. Sure. The sledding dogs, well, they're still a matter of negotiation. Dogs will be needed to send sledding teams out to gather resources on the ice. Sending hunts out further requires a greater number of dogs. They will rest and become available between the weeks. Now on to work. I mean, she ginger, so we'll go with them. Have you agreed upon my conditions? To the point, eh? Plus they got a little pupper. Sure, this is Lady Cordell? Cordell, I'm guessing. Cordell here is to provide us with the kennel of hounds for the sleds. And our agreement was that she would train them up until we part ways at the nearest island. But you neglected to inform me that you were bringing my dogs through the Pale Passage. I've never been called the Pale Passage before. I was playing Call to the Lamb, one of my followers asked me to cook them some shit. Hey, sometimes you just really have the urge to eat shit, okay? Never personally, but you never know. I had no intention of sending the pack to its death. You seem to have good faith in this expedition. It's one thing to ask for my whole kennel, it's another to drag them to the ice to chase a myth. Never before has a buyer been so dishonest. And never before has a seller made such strong demands. What exactly are those demands? She demands we allow her to come along on the expedition, as a member of the crew. None of this ship have the experience and familiarity with these dogs that I possess. If you're taking them to such a brutal location, they will need me to guide them if they have any chance of survival. The humans on board too, of course. You can see my dilemma, sure. Bringing on another member of the crew is a risk, but our hands may be tied. Your thoughts? I don't see the harm in having an expert on the sled dogs. A good point. He turns to her. This deal is already to your benefit. Do you have anyone on board with extensive training in the management and ruling of dogs? Your sleds are useless if you can't control the dogs efficiently enough to haul them. And I would like to ensure my dogs are treated properly. I hope you're as experienced as you claim. Trust me, I am. I'll have a room prepared for you below deck. No need, you'll find me in the forecastle with the dogs. She leaves. I hope I'm not making a mistake, Shaw. Sure, it's fine. And what about you? A sailor enters. We found a stowaway in the lower hold. Bring them in. Another sailor enters, leading a young man by their side. You know, you're not the first stowaway I've had. The captain studies them further. You know where we're heading, don't you? I do, sir. The ice. Did you know that before you climbed inside that crate? I did, sir. How old are you? You're hardly a useful pair of hands. Not true, I can pull my weight. Sir? Your what from your what? Do you know your jibboom from your bowsprit? Jibboom? What the fuck's a jibboom? Sorry, I want to know what a jibboom is. What the fuck is that word? Jibboom is a spar or long pole that extends from the bowsprit on a sailing ship. So technically they're the same thing, surely. Surely they're technically the same thing then. If one extends from the other, what's the difference? I do, I learned it from my da. Your da? He's Ward's son, followed him on board back in the city. Wait, he's my son? I have no son, don't fucking claim me a fucking father. What should we do with him, Captain? Oh no, I'm sure not Ward. Fucking hell. Panicked for a second, like, no. I hate being a dad as well as being responsible for you fuckers. That's not my name, it's fine. You're first, mate. What should we do with him? Keep them aboard. Fuck it, we could do with the extra hand. Why? Clearly here because his father is, it'd be wrong to separate them again. Alright, boy, consider yourself part of the crew. Be sure to keep your nose clean and follow orders. I will, thank you, sir. Captain, not sir. Aye, Captain. That could be a regret, but yeah, whatever. The stowaway joins the two sailors below deck, now a member of the crew. Well, it seems the litter has a new runt. I hope the rest won't mind sharing their rations. What of the father? I doubt he intended for this to happen. We'll keep an eye on them both. I suppose you're right. Well, that matter's sorted. Christ. I should not be responsible for no fucking child. Hold on, I've got a ping. There is something very wrong with those pizza tacos that I'm looking at in that Discord picture, and that is jalapenos. Very fucking wrong. Now that that's all settled, I have one more errand for you to run. Could you grab the Stoke brothers and order them to meet me up deck after dinner? Hefty lads, red hair, you couldn't mistake them for another. An urgent matter? Not at all, nothing you should concern yourself with. They'll be down on the middle deck. I don't trust that. In the meantime, you should grab a copy of the crew manifest and get acquainted with more of the crew. Why is someone balancing on the mast? Upon closer inspection, you make out the ship's photographer, Kasha Belford, balanced on the ship's mast with her camera lining up a photo. Wait for it to finish. Snapping a shot, she clambers down, only noticing you on her landing. Oh, Officer Shaw. It's about time I met the first officer of the ship. Kasha Belford. Good for you, love. Why the fuck are you balancing on a fucking mast, you fucking crazy bitch? There goes my unintentional ghoul win streak. What did your unintentional ghoul win streak get to, roughly? I even feed my cult members the flesh of dead followers. Can't go to waste. You disgust me. But that doesn't surprise me at all with you. Nice to meet you, I guess. I'm sorry, you got to 66 win streak.
The people of Northern England known for their love of tea, friendly banter and formidable accents. Just make sure you never insult their football team.
Sure. So, even someone who doesn't sweat it and play like a twat at 5 gens, never uses gen perks, got to 66 win streak. Yeah, Kaneki's not overpowered at all. Fucking, I hate people who are still arguing that he needs buffs. There are still plenty of people arguing that he needs buffing, and I'm like, are you actually okay? Like, are you actually okay? Nice to meet you, Kasha. I suppose there was some sort of rule against what I was doing up there. Deepest apologies, but sometimes there's a shot you just cannot pass up. An accomplished photographer, Kasha Belford, won the Fendler Prize, the highest honour in journalism, for her work covering plague outbreaks and riots in the capital. It came as a surprise to many that such a reputable journalist would take such an interest in this expedition. There was scarcely any chance of Hunt or the benefactor turning her away. You expected someone of her accolades to be older, more experienced. This is likely her first time on the sea like this. Inexperience is a matter of interest, but her accolades speak for themselves. Yeah, we're not doing that bullshit of, oh, you're very young, you can't be experienced, because fuck off, that's not a thing. You could be in your 80s and have literally no experience at life whatsoever. Like, fuck off, I hate people, I hate that whole thing in fucking TV shows and books and films and things, where they treat characters that are older like they're... Like, respect your elders, yes, but don't just blindly follow the pricks just because they're older than you, you know? Never get that kind of concept. And it was only a 2 out on its worst map. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. The Cold Game. Picture that as a header. For the piece on this voyage, I'm trying to come up with a snappy name. Nobody will read it if the title sounds like the work of an amateur. Sounds fine to me, I like it. Kasha places a finger on her chin, squinting her eye in thought. It's not perfect, but it's a work in progress. Plenty of time, we haven't even hit the ice yet. It's just all so exciting already. I suppose someone of your experience finds it all boring at this point. A trip to the ice may seem dull compared to the Royal Admiralty. I'm not adverse to thrills. No comment. Well, I hope we have some coming this way. I'm hoping to capture something right out of Kurt Darling's old escapades. That reminds me, he'll be joining us at the next port. I shall get his picture at some point. Silver 1-on-1 killer if I was doing the hardcore thing. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. I'm just saying, next time you go into George's chat while he's doing his hardcore challenge, just rub that in. Because he didn't get out of Ash. And he started with Kaneki. He didn't get out of Ash levels with Kaneki. Just rub it in. Tasha holds up her camera with a sense of pride before holding it up to her face. It's a fucking little fruit fly flitting around. It's getting on my tits. Stand still, Shaw. The captain sent me to grab a copy of the manifest. Oh, yes, I'm putting together a manifest of the crew for you. She hands you an annotated document. Here it is, the crew manifest. Nice. Smurf? Oh, Jesus, there's too many people. Can I? No, okay. Ah! Fuck. It's a work in progress. The scout team are to join us at the next port and the captain's forbidden me from the boiler room. If you could ask the others to get their portraits taken, I'd be very grateful. Don't want to leave anyone out. I'll see what I can do. I'll not disturb you of any... I'll not disturb you of your work any further, officer. Fucking hell. I have a few more shots I want to get before the sun lowers, anyhow. Safe shots, officer, don't worry. You leave her to her work. Right, before we go on to the next bit. Good night. Thank you. Timmy Runt Ward, sailor, stowaway, Saltborn. Killian Smurf Sanders, sailor, ice savvy. These are all sailor, ice savvy. Sure. Amelia Corvid Sparrow. And Joseph Joe Gren. What else do we have? Have I met anyone else? Rufus Hunt, who is apparently deployed. Oh yeah, it's the captain. Captain Ice Savvy Mutwash. So both land and sea. Richard Templeton, Science Officer Lambourne. Kasha Belford, Photographer Lambourne. Me, with no face. Lambourne Colonial. Grimley has an accordion, but we haven't actually met anyone called Grimley. Weathered instrument tuned with care. And Kasha's camera, integral to her report and the crew manifest. Sure. Hi Gibbs, how you doing? Port Castle. The Two Johns. Let's go in. Two Johns, hello. You spot a large man with a youthful gait carrying a heavy crate over his shoulder with relative ease. Oh, you're Officer Shaw. He gives a bright, warming smile. Cooking whole chicken stuffing, parsnips and Yorkshire puddings. Ugh. I mean, keep your stuffing, but I'll take all of the rest. All of the rest. Never understood stuffing. It's fucking vile. Oh, it's not two people. It's... Your name is Two Johns. Okay. That's what they call me. I'm sure you'll get your nickname later. Two Johns attempts to offer a handshake, but loses control of the crate. He struggles before firmly holding it in place with both hands. Maybe later. Work awaits. So we have added... Two Johns. John, Two Johns, John. His name is literally John John. I mean... I guess Two Johns makes sense then. Although I feel like JJ would be a better option. The forecastle door appears to be locked. You can hear the kennel master preparing the room inside. Fair enough. Oh god, there's things. There's flaws and all sorts. Ugh. Who farted? Approach the accordionist. One of the crew, a red-haired man with a thick beard, sits proudly playing on an ivory accordion. He spots you and ceases in his playing. Need something? was looking for the Stoke brothers. Emergency. Just a meeting with Hunt. You're speaking to one of them. Grimley Stoke. We'll head up after dinner. You can go now. Bit rude. The man gestures to the cook across the room before resuming his playing. Red hair, I'm guessing that's also them. Call the crew for dinner. There's another floor. Can I not go down there? Let me just check there's nothing else to do. Nope. Okay. What's for dinner? The crew have their meal. It passes in relative silence. The crew return to their posts. The hammocks are unfurled in preparation for the evening. Twilight falls. Oh shit, we sleep in the same room we eat in because there's 2 beds behind the fucking kitchen. Like in the kitchen. The dinner table. Over dinner you overhear the newly picked up stowaway speaking with a one-armed man. But da, you're lucky Hunt didn't throw you overboard. Half a mind to do that myself. I'm here to help. Better know that involves work. I'm also not saying da all the time. I'll just ignore that word. Don't expect special treatment. I won't. You're an impossible child, Timmy. So Doug Ward and Timmy Ward. +1 available crew. How does that free... Look, what? Sure. Whatever. Enter your cabin. Open your journal. Okay. Okay, that's just the book that we've already been reading. What's in my room? Not a lot of interest. Also, ads are coming in 3 minutes. Do I wait for ads in this game? I don't know. Hello. You spot one of Templeton's science team pacing around the mid-deck searching through some luggage that has been pulled from a cabin. Let me look in the light. Where was it now? Are you okay, sir? He notices you. Ah, Officer Shaw, correct? Dwight Glossy. Sorry, your name's Dwight. I have already lost interest in you. Apologies, I seem to have misplaced something while setting up the cabin. Sorry, settling in the cabin. Same diff, realistically. A bottle of wine, actually. You best not be drinking on the job. Oh, of course not. Have to keep the senses sharp in this work. My wife and I brought a bottle to celebrate with, to be safe for the journey back, of course. If you find it, please let me know. Okay, so we've got to keep an eye out for some wine. Make sure it's not down there. As you look over the railing out to the ocean, a wisp of smoke flies past your face. You turn to examine and spot a sailor with a pipe in his mouth and a sheet of paper in his hand overlooking the stirring waters. Looking at something? No. Not many sailors can read or write. What's the letter? A letter. All you need to know. Rude. Tashi. What a nickname for someone who has a moustache. Tashi. Fucking hell. Paul Silenter begins to read the letter. Trying to draw conversation from him may be similar to extracting teeth. Okay. Vern Sheridan, also known as Tashi. The captain himself has turned in for the evening. What a bitch. Hello, Templeton. You spot Templeton looking out into the sunset. As you approach, he turns to you and nods. Ah, Officer Shaw. It will be some time before we see a sunset such as this again. The light distribution towards the South Pole is quite the change. I noticed you weren't at dinner with the others. I prefer to eat in solitude. I have my own cabin and I make use of it. Templeton keeps his focus on the reflection of the setting sun on the stirring waters of the ocean. There is great expectation upon us, officer. From who? Who is this benefactor of ours? That is not for you to know. Not yet. Suspicious. Templeton looks down, catching his reflection in the ocean surface. He looks back up at the sunset. Quite the sight, but I wouldn't linger upon it too long. We should retire for the evening. It's important the first officer be well rested. Okay. We're not in the cold area yet, so surely we don't really need the heat. I'm not rationing when we're not even there yet, but I feel like we should hold on to the fuel a little bit better until we actually get to somewhere colder. Oh, fine, fuck it. The ship makes its last port at Orca Island. Caudle's sledding dogs are picked up. The scouting crew and Kurt Darling are picked up. The days are getting brighter as you move further south. Who the fuck is Kurt Darling? And ads have started, so I'm going to pause. And we'll wait till the ads finish, because this is like an info-heavy game. As I tab out and it goes very silent. Catch up on to Twitters and things. Not that there's ever anything much on a Sunday. Oh, hang on, someone's claimed a game. Let me sort that while we're here. Blade Assault. Speaking of, anyone that can hear me while the ads are running, don't forget to check through the Steam Keys list in the Steam Key Dump channel of Discord. Claim any game you want before it gets taken. And Nomad. Oop. Gone. Oops. So Blade Assault and Nomad are gone. Also realised, considering I randomised the list of keys that I've got, so it's completely random what order they come out in. And yeah, apparently it decided to pick all the train games that I've got. Yeah, this is definitely a better way of doing the freaking Steam keys, because that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the 15 are gone. Hasn't been a week yet. The claims reset on the 24th. 7 of the what's it have gone. All to different people. No one's fucking gone in and claimed all bloody 15 of them in fucking 2 minutes flat like the last couple of times. So definitely a better way of doing it. Come on, ads. There we go. Right. Someone knocked my fucking door. Who goes there? The door swings open to reveal Kurt Darling. Why are you in my room, bitch? All but filling its frame, grinning ear to ear. There you are, Officer Shaw. The ship's navigator is a difficult man to miss. Stature and reputation precede him. Adorned with a slew of apparatus, this seemingly fucking hell. This seemingly one-man expedition would be known to anyone following the heyday of exploration, and the merchandise that followed. Merchandising. It's an honour, really. A wealth of invaluable experience in such hostile environments. No, it's a wonder he's not been swept up to some other post. Why is his text in red compared to anyone else's? Hiding away from the rest of us, are you? Do you need something of me, Kurt? I'm not the sort to demand favours, Officer Shaw. You're in my bedroom, what do you want? Apologies for not stopping by sooner. It took a while to set up my team and a great deal of the crew were quite eager to meet me. That's right, you're something of a celebrity, aren't you? I take that to mean you haven't heard of me before. I have, but I'm not telling you that. Well, that is a pleasant surprise. There aren't many who haven't seen my films, particularly in this line of work. More than one fellow on this crew said my work inspired them to explore the world. I'm not gonna lie, love, I don't give a flying fuck about your movies. Do you have actual experience in this work, or do you just act? Like, you're not gonna go to fucking, I don't know. Who would, like, you're not gonna go look for Mila Jovovich because there's a zombie outbreak. The bitch is just a film star. Alice isn't real, you know? Is there a point to any of this grandstanding? Oh, apologies. I suppose I did get distracted, didn't I? Anyway, I was hoping you'd join me up deck. Does Hunt require my presence? No. We finally entered the pack. Into what pack? I thought you'd want to see it for yourself. We'll be moving through the ice for a while. I'm not interested. Best not to leave yourself with regrets, sure. I'll be at the bow. Ice is ice, bitch. It ain't a regret. Multipass? I mean, she could probably kick a few frickin' zombies' heads off if there was a zombie apocalypse, but again, she's just an actress. No, she's not really a fucking... She's not the Fifth Element. And she's not a frickin' mutated bitch with psychic powers, such as Alice. I hope to see you up there soon. Kurt turns to walk away before turning back. Oh, and enjoy your morning. It's a good day, sure. Get the fuck out of my room. Jesus. So we've now met Tashi. Where does that knob sit? Specialists. Navigator, Ice-Savvy, and Hobbled, because he's got a cane. Oh yeah, we didn't actually meet the other Stoke, did we? Because we just talked to him. Hello. Mrs. Gloss. You note one of the science team returning to their room. Did you find your wine? She nods to you. Ah, hello. I did not expect many to be up this early. Wasn't by choice, I was woken up. Harriet Glossley. Glossley? Sorry. Mrs. Gloss. Harriet Glossley. Which one is it? Glossley or Gloss? Like, these are not the same thing. I believe I've met your husband. Ah, yes. Dwight made mention of your encounter. Excuse me. He's still fast asleep. He's adjusted to the ship well. I believe a walk around the ship would help acclimate myself to the waves. Perhaps it would take some more time. With that, Mrs. Gloss makes her way back to her cabin. That code for your seasick, madam. Doctor's office? The door to the doctor's office remains locked. You are yet to come across the ship's doctor even after all this time. I'm sorry, but a doctor's office being locked at any point is concerning. Locking something like a medicine cabinet in the room, sure, but the doctor's office itself should never be locked. That's weird. Like, do you just want me to pass out outside your fucking office if I have a problem? Whoa, ice, so exciting. Okay, captain's off somewhere. Oh, he's at the helm again. Is that him? It's not. At the stern, you notice an old sailor at the helm. The old man takes in a deep breath of the cold air before letting out a satisfied exhale. Morning! He eyes you up, with one eye. Officer Shaw, right? Lefty. Wow. Call me that on account of, well, it should be obvious. He chuckles. Don't worry about the bad sight, this is all feel. Just keeping her steady. He examines you. Surprised Hunt picked from outside for his first mate. I'm surprised as well, he seems the insular type. He is. You must be something special for Hunt to look outside the ranks. Actually no, and he barely asked me anything before he hired me. Just saying. Hunt doesn't have much fondness for the military, but it at least means you've got the work ethic. Mornings like these are about the only peace I get from the younger lot. You should take these moments when you can. Lefty returns his attention to the helm. Harold Turner. You join Kurt at the bow of the ship. You both feel the temperance break the floes below you. Gripping the railing, he draws an enormous breath. The footing beneath rises as the ship mounts an impending ice floe. There is a moment's hesitation before a profound crack relieves the ship, cascading across the ice. He exhales. See, nothing else like it. It's just ice, Kurt. Don't get too excited. There's going to be plenty more where it came from. There's nowhere else in the world I'd rather be. Then you're in the right place. So what's this about? We're about a week's sail from the last known location of the old Viscount. Assuming she isn't exactly where they left her, we can't take smooth sailing for granted. Same goes for this daylight. It won't remain this bright for long once winter encroaches. Beautiful as the ice is, on this course it's going to get thicker. He looks out across the white. We won't be so confident when the leads dry up and we're stuck here till the next cycle. We need to change course. Avoid the pack. Have you informed Captain Hunt? He won't listen to me, thinks I've been dulled by retirement. I've probably seen more ice than he has whiskey. God damn, that's a lot of ice. It's not my decision. Yes, but you have the captain's ear. I don't. I'm pretty sure the captain has his own ear. I'm just saying. Have you ever experienced the long night winter? It's not pleasant to say the least. What you mean is, winter is coming. There's a chain of command. This isn't one of your adventure serials, Kurt. Certainly not. If I was satisfied with those, I wouldn't have left retirement. We're only as good as the unhappiest man, Robin. So I take it he was actually this role. This is his job at one point. Then he retired and went into acting. And now he's come back. So he does have legitimate experience, not just acting experience. I'll do what I can. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. Kurt nods and turns back to look across the ice. A very abrupt ending to a conversation. Anything else I can do before I go talk to Captain? Many of the crew are still fast asleep laying in their hammocks. The sounds of snoring is rather obnoxious. Thank God we have a room. What requests do we have? Ah, sure. Ready for another day of work? Did you hear Kurt's advice? He wants us to switch course. Aye, he had a few words to share. He may have been an expert in his time, but these days, Kurt is one with more money than sense. Anyway, back to work. I was hoping you'd help me work through a few more requests from the crew. You may have noticed the line pooling up outside. Everyone wants something, it seems. Call them in as you please. A short, sour-faced man in engineer clothing approaches. Are ye acting daft, Hunt? What? Not with intention. Not bloody surprised you didn't notice. Sure, this is our chief engineer, Clive Hammond. An opinionated one. What is it, Hammond? We've hit the ice and you haven't assigned any extra men down on the boiler. You have your engineering team. And we've only got 6 arms between us. I need more manpower maintaining this. Sailors. Many of the crew have their own tasks they're busy with. I know I've already assigned Smurf on a matter. Captain turns to you. How many do you think is fair? 1, 3? More? What? I don't... We don't have that many. Some choices require you to assign people from your manifest. In this choice, you may choose the amount to assign. Would you like a child? Let's not give you a child. Actually, no. You can have the kid and his dad. You can have strongman. And you can have creepy little man who can read. You can take Tashi, 2 Johns, Runt and Runt's Dar. You're giving me Ward? Ward with 1 bloody arm? He's got a child to make up for it. Young Runt could use someone to teach him on the job. Who better than his father? Don't get me started on handing over the bloody stowaway. Would you rather none? The engineer holds his tongue. Fine. But you can tell me, right. Why can't I read today? Jesus. But you can tell me how right I was when we're buried under the ice. He leaves. Man needs to calm his tits. A good spirit, that one, beneath the oil and the temper. You won't be seeing much of him, though. Prefers to burrow himself into the boiler room. Corvid enters the office. Hunch, you asked for a report on how the stowaway was doing. Well, we've now put him to work, so we probably should have spoke to you first. I wanted to see if the young boy's been settling in well. Well, is he a romance option? Sorry, is there romance in this? What? Don't tell me that. He has indeed. It means another mouth to feed, but the boy works hard and doesn't ask much. He has his Dar to guide him as well. I hate the word Dar. It just feels weird to say. I'm sure the boy's father is ecstatic. Worries sick, but happy eye. Well, what do you know, Shaw? Perhaps we were right to keep the boy aboard. It's a boat full of men, nights are cold. I mean, most of the crew sleep in the same room, so I doubt it's that cold if you get my drift. Captain, Shaw. A thought occurred to me the other day while looking through the crew manifest, and, well, it might be too late for this now that we've already entered the ice. Out with it. I thought it would be good to have individual photos of the full crew. For your report? Not only my report, it would be good reference for the manifest, but faces to the names. Much of the crew have served me for years, some decades. I have little problem putting faces to the names. Your thoughts, Shaw? It seems a good idea. If nothing else, it'd make for a good souvenir. Oh, sure. Sentimental of this expedition, are you? Some proper photographs will have some historical weight to it. Well, Belford, I see no problem there. I'll arrange for the pictures to be taken before the crew have their dinner. Thank you, Captain Shaw. In the meantime, I'll attempt to get as many individual crew photos as I can. You're still welcome to help on that matter, Officer Shaw. She departs satisfied. What did we do to make her satisfied? Damn. God damn. Good to have all that settled then. Perhaps we shouldn't rule out old Kurt so easily. If the man thinks there could be an alternate path through the ice, he's free to search for it. Sure, meet with him when you have time. Changing course or not, we'll want one of his scouts up on the crow's nest. Take care of that and you'll be done for the day. Send me up there, I'll get you a reading. The scientist eyes the man's cane and turns to you. I believe the navigator means you to send one of his scouts. The navigator clears his throat and taps his cane. Of course. If you find one of mine, they'll get us a reading. Seasick. Yay, great. Why the fuck are you on this ship? You spot a youthful-looking man leaning over the side of the ship, his head slumped as he looks over the icy pool below. It appears he has been visited by a spot of seasickness. You make your way to the man, reach out your arm to pat the sickly fellow on the back. As soon as your hand reaches him, he jolts upright in shock. A bespectacled young man, shaking with unease. He stares at you for a brief moment, a look of shame plastered upon his face. Saying sorry, sure. Haven't seen you around. Who are you? Ah, I'm very sorry. Arthur turns around and hurriedly runs in the opposite direction, avoiding your gaze. Arthur Nutley. No fucking comment. Okay, so I need to find a scout before I can do this. Do we have one on there? While examining the rigging of the ship, your eyes notice a figure darting by, climbing up the ropes with ease. The figure lands on their feet before dusting themselves off. Their outfit denotes one of Kurt's scouting crew. Ah, no problems. She looks to you. And you are? I'm the first mate. You should address me as such. Sure. Flick. I'm one of Kurt's crew. Don't worry about my safety. I know what I'm doing. Trust me. Kurt doesn't just hire anyone. That sounds like a dig at the captain for hiring me. I'm not going to lie. Well, he didn't hire me for no reason. Got the medals in gymnastics if you're worried about my credentials. Flick jumps up and returns to scaling the rigging of the ship. Soren Killipper. Yeah, Flick is definitely an easier name. We'll go find any others. You overhear two of the newly arrived scouting crew talking. Yorick the Third. Ah, Quilsey. Quilsey? What a name. Have any trouble settling in? Not too bad. I can't wait for a chance to sleep, though. A proper navigator never rests until their work is done. Of course. I take it you had no issue settling in. None at all. The crew were a funny lot. Old Kurt certainly caught their attention. Do you think any of them could mistake Kurt and myself? I mean, just from these pictures, you're about 2 foot shorter. I think you'd collapse from joy if they did. Perhaps. So we now have all 3 of those. Hello, we didn't meet you before. You must be sure. Seems you met my brother already. Joran Stoke, but nobody calls me that. On this ship, I'm known as Junior. You seem more personable than your brother. Ah, you definitely met Grimley. He's not the bad sort, my brother. Just to the point. He decides if he likes you right quick. Can you grab some tins from the pantry? It's an early time for dinner. Sure. Fuck's sake. The moment you enter the pantry, a bag of flour drops on your head, scattering all over your officer's uniform. The hells was that? Gnomes! Who the fuck is Gnomes before I lynch him? He can become... What's the frickin' statue on the front of a ship called? He can become that. This Gnomes character can become that statue. You wipe the flour off you before continuing. We got a crate of tinned food. Pumps. Okay. What's on the menu this week? Feed the hoosh pot. Resource items may be spent here for instant effects, increasing food or changing the status of something. Plus 20 to food, okay. Furnace plus 3. Hoosh! Plus 20. There you go, you got your dinner. Do I want to do the dinner first, or do I want to do the... We'll do this. I don't know whether I can do both, but we'll do this. We'll send Gymnast up. They ascend to the nest and take a reading with the sextant. All clear from up top. Ugh. God damn. The last port you made, where you picked up Kurt and the scouting team from. The last known location of the Viscount, your destination. And then us. In fact, can I... Like, just... I can't even, like, scroll out to it. Dinner, bitches! The crew have their meal. Shall we toast to the ice? No. The days get longer, but dinner is fixed. It'll see us through the long days and the darkest nights. Not if it's constantly like just tins of beans, because that's boring. The crew return to their posts. The hammocks are unfurled in preparation for the evening. You can't help but notice that it's still bright light outside. May as well have a little eavesdrop over here. you notice two sailors passing by from the dinner table. An inebriated sailor on wobbling legs, leaning on the shoulder of another. Ah, good times, good times. What are you talking about? Need to learn to handle your drink, Tucker. Ah, but I'm fine. My mates can carry me, eh, cavity? Cavity? Does that mean you've got no teeth? They can also drop you. Have two Johns carry you next time. Are you asleep? Shit. Rafe Doom and Tolson Higgs. Okay. You knock on the door. No response. Still no response. You can hear the sounds of rustling inside. After knocking on the door several times, it finally swings open to reveal one of Templeton's science team. Yes? Do you require my presence? I'm acquainting myself with the crew. Who are you? You should know I am the meteorologist of this expedition. Andre Isaac. If I'm not required for anything, I would ask not to be disturbed any further. Hang on, Andre Isaac. Mr. Zach. Sorry? Where did Zach come from? You overhear two engineers chatting above deck. Or rather, you overhear one engineer speaking with another. I don't know how the chief could stay down there all evening. Grips and Dick. I'm sorry. Grips, Dick. Grips and Dick. Fucking... It's deserving of me finishing my drink. Jesus Christ. You ever see Mr. Hammond eat? I haven't. Maybe he doesn't even eat. Man's not human if he can work all day and night on that boiler. Probably doesn't even sleep either. He probably sleeps. Aye, Dick, it's figurative. Right. Ricky Flogs, I assume, Dick, and Gareth Forsetter. Ah, all the dogs! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. One's missing. There's supposed to be 14. Might be that one. The dogs regard her with rapt attention as she paces between them, bowl in hand. The largest joins her side as you approach. Try some. What's in it? Caviar and rose petals. Yeah, I've already eaten. I'm not touching the dog food. Fair. She takes a sip herself without hesitation. Penguin, some blubber, fats and proteins. Fastest way to hydrate them. Was there something you needed? Just inspecting the animals. They belong here more than we do. I'm pretty sure they don't belong there. I'll go out on the ice maybe if they're that kind of dog, but on the boat, no. Unlike us, they need the ice. It cools them through their pores as they run. They'd overheat otherwise. Who's that beside you? This is Stanbury. Stanbury? Strong animal. Very. They handle stress differently, adapt quickly. There's plenty to be learned from them. You love these animals. They need me. That's not what I asked. And you'll need them. Well, let me pet him. Let me pet the dog. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, there's only 13, including Stanbury. Where's the frickin' last one? Right, is that everything? Captain's gone to bed. Yep, that appears to be everything. So let's end. Oh yeah, we need more bloody food now, don't we? I didn't set that to half. Oh, we don't have enough for fucking Christ. Right. Alright, spinning frickin' time, Jesus Christ. Week 3 on the Temperance. And we are almost out of fuel, which is not helpful. I feel like I should have done what I said in the first night and put it fuel at 0 because we didn't need it because it weren't cold enough yet. Oh well, it's happened now, I guess. Anything happening below deck? Other than snoring still, because everyone's still in bed. Why has the map got a thing on it? Well, it's like, check the map, but we've barely moved, so what's the point? Wow, this is a very riveting view. Jesus. Let's do the weekly request, shall we? Captain Hunt appears to be absent. His chair is unoccupied. Fuck me, it really was just nothing but beans, wasn't it? Christ. The whole room shudders. Examine the problem. Like the amount of ice, maybe? What in the... Well, I was worried about this. Look at that ice. We could be trapped for a while. Strong pressures, as if we didn't have enough bother. Well, no need mucking around. Let's get to work. Where's Hunt? I'll grab him. I'm sure he felt it too. Sure, check the boiler room. I'm sure the mole man has problems of his own. Not to worry, everyone. We'll be free and moving again before you know it. Back to work. Something tells me we won't be that quickly. Hello? Officer Shaw, what happened? Ship's come to a stop. I almost flung my camera into the wall. We didn't hit anything, did we? We're trapped in some ice. We'll need to break loose to get moving again. Well, let's hope we can do that sooner rather than later. Trapped in the ice, though. That would make for a good photograph. Would it? It's just ice. Down into the lower decks. Hello, Grimly. Ship's stuck, then. If you're looking for Hunt, you just missed him. How? We didn't cross paths. Don't ask me. I'm going to check with my brother. Sure. Coal bunker. I will take a sack of coal. Oh, Jesus. If I'd made any errors, I'd tell you. It's secured, don't you worry. They notice you. Am I interrupting? Not any more than he's interrupting my work. I'm ensuring that the boiler was not damaged in the sudden commotion. And I told you if it was, you'd already know. I'm not in the business of making mistakes. I know that if the furnace goes, we go down with it. Yes, but you're only one man, with just a pair of engineers as assistants. Just looking at the number of valves, it seems far too much for you to handle. Maybe your bloody benefactor should have considered that. I've gotten used to it by now. It will hold, trust me. I will. Well, I'll have to, won't I? I don't fancy staying on this ship any longer than necessary. It's imperative that we break free from the ice as quick as possible. Hammond eyes you, a grimace on his face. First mate's here, but where's the one who got us into this bloody mess? He's a difficult one to find. Indeed he is. I have a suspicion as to where he may be now. We're on a ship, and on moving one at that. The man cannot simply disappear. If he's anywhere, he must be in his cabin. When you find the man, give him an earful on my behalf. Can't do it myself. Too busy keeping us alive. Templeton gives a nod. I believe you and I both owe our good captain a visit, Shaw. But you should call the crew for dinner first. Routine is important, especially now. Not before we've fed this furnace. Mind grabbing some coal? Already done it, love. From the bunker, Shaw? Or are you afraid of dirty hands like Mr. Templeton over here? Come down to the depths, eh? Fucking hell. Feed the furnace. Can I... There's clearly more coal there. I should be able to pick more up than that. You emerge mid-deck to find the crew readying themselves for dinner despite the ice. Some seem nervous, others as if nothing had changed at all. Okay, so we can at least do that again. The crew have their meal. The dinner is shared. The crew return to their posts. The hammocks are unfurled in preparation for the evening. Can't help but notice it's still bright light outside again. Grimly, you didn't see him either? He didn't pass by, but his cabin door was locked when I checked. Slippery bastard. I.e. he's got fucking secret tunnels somewhere. What are you thinking, Hunt? What are you thinking? What I'm thinking is, why can't I get more coal? I can't even go in there now. Fucking bullshit this is. No sign of Hunt, I take it? Mr. Templeton passed by, but he wasn't exactly willing to take questions. Doesn't surprise me. Keep it up, lads. We'll set ourselves right in no time. Ah, sure. I just saw Templeton entering the captain's cabin. Seems Hunt's holding himself up inside. Maybe if you had a word with our good captain, he'd be willing to lend a hand. He's in... Oh, for fuck's sake. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? He's in the bath. I was informed that he was here. Where could he have hidden himself? At this point, leave the man. I'll handle matters. Despite Hunt's issues, there is still a chain of command. We cannot wave it so flippantly. Bitch, please, mutiny right now. Yep. Pisshead over here with his fucking hip flask. The captain's laugh rings out from behind the door. Door? It's a room divider. That's not a door. The captain watches you both, his head swaying as he chuckles to himself. You are a surprisingly difficult man to get a hold of, Hunt. Seeing that this is your ship. I know it well. Hunt's eyes turn to you. I believe you two are already acquainted. How long have you been drinking? I don't suppose you care to join. Hunt shakes his hip flask as he holds it out, whiskey sloshing and spilling from the top. And what of you, Shaw? I can't tempt you with some sweet nectar? I don't drink. And you don't care to humour me this once? Ah well, your loss. Not really if it's whiskey. Whiskey's disgusting. You intend to offer drinks at a time like this? This ship, your ship, is trapped in the ice. It's my ship now, is it? And what do you expect me to do? Get the shovels out? What do you mean? This isn't your ship? Bought at an auction. Not by myself. Imagine that, captain of a private vessel and I don't even own it. Pathetic. Mr. Hunt. Captain. If you are not fit to stand, then you should retire for the night. Shaw will stand in your stead and we can continue in the morning. And abandon my duty? No captain would do that. Who would do that is a fit captain, wouldn't you agree? Well, not you. Shaw, isn't that right? What do you think makes for a good leader? I mean, it's technically the correct answer. Making the difficult choices, choices nobody else wants to make. Do you think you could live with yourself? They all act like the choice is the difficult part. The choice is easy. Instinctual. It's not being able to sleep after, that's what they never prepare you for. Well, I'm serious, Shaw. To you, what makes a good leader? Why do you care what I fucking think? People really don't like the insidious 50-50 on Gates. Are you still doing that? Jesus Christ. We don't have the time for... In a word, then. What makes a leader? All three. What? Control, I guess. Control, explain. Control over your emotions to be able to remain calm no matter the circumstances. Not be pissed and fucking laying in a bath when things need doing. It's fun, but I got a lot more people getting angry with me doing it than most other things. Why would you be angry about that, though? That's such a random-ass thing that nobody does. Why would you be angry about it? It's different. It's, you know, somewhat different for a change. I mean, I get why. Because they're whinging that they could have been out, but they weren't. But who the fuck cares? Unless it's a Jane. If it's someone playing Jane, I'll forgive them because that fucking... It took me so long to do that last challenge in the main tome of stun a killer and escape with Jane. Shouldn't be that difficult. It took me over 30 matches because most of them were slug tunnel camp at 5 gens. Jane's got a free pass, fair. When the crew are up to their necks in freezing water, I'm sure they'll be pleased to know that you're still calm. It's all good to say that you'll uphold stoicism, but is that really the human route? No crew I know has pledged loyalty to a machine. Speaking in platitudes will do you no good. A good leader is something more than a single rule you are told to follow. When you see one, you just know. A good leader is not someone who's pissed out their tree in a bathtub when there's shit going on. Like, you're not a good leader, sir. No matter what your argument is. You have wasted enough time pining philosophical. Oh, my apologies. I'll ask the real questions. Sure, look at where we are. Do you honestly think we're going to survive this? I don't know. I expected as much. The captain laughs. Sure. Nobody knows we're out here. That doesn't leave this room. Oh, yay. No. Wouldn't want to upset your employer. Our benefactor. We all want to be paid after this, don't we? Enough. If you weren't fit to lead this expedition, you would not have agreed to it. You shouldn't be. None of us should be here. Old Kurt paid handsomely to join. You're just a botanist sent to keep an eye on me. Our doctor? Ha! And then there's me. Still haven't met the doctor either. What of you? Hunt laughs to himself, his head dropping low. Templeton opens the door. The captain needs his rest. We'll discuss this once he's of sound mind. Let him speak, Templeton. I wish to know more. It's all right, Robin. I want to know, bitch. Nah. Captain appears to have fallen asleep. For fuck's sake. Kick him. Just fucking kick him. So I no longer trust Hunt. I don't trust Templeton. And I don't trust the doctor. Because I've not even fucking met him. Yeah, nothing new to do. Right, that drink was nice. It was nice and banana-y, but the weird drying after effects, not so good. Let's see if this one's any better. Thai lime fruit tea. You know, mouth dry and shit. Let's have a citrus drink. Yeah, very smart. If I can even crack the fucker open. Hello? How do you open this thing? Am I supposed to pierce it with the straw? Because that ain't happening. This straw is flimsy as fuck. Hold on. When you have to open your drink with a letter opener. Oh, that smells nice though. Hold on, Jesus Christ, give me a second, I'm making a drink. We woke up to a room awash with green. Oh my god, that drink's amazing. I might need to get more of that one as well. Oh. There is a loud banging on your door and a familiar voice speaks from behind the wood. Sure, are you in there? Where the fuck else would I be? Hammond, what's going on? Why is everything green? Never mind the green. The boiler's in serious trouble. Pumps need Pumps need manned and we need to stop the whole system overheating. And I don't need to tell you if the furnace goes, we go. Lead the way then, we don't have a moment to spare. Right, let's move. Shit, he has eyes under there. We need to find the captain now. Why? What's the fucking captain gonna do? He's useless. Pasha rushes up, holding a camera tight as the ship rumbles. What's happening? Are we going under? Not if we can help it. Out of the way. It's safe to go up top, right? The Aurora. It's a shot I can't miss. Pasha steps back before snapping a photograph of the ensuing chaos. Damn. The lights of the Aurora flicker over the pale ice. And Captain's not in here. Nothing. Visibly perturbed, he takes a moment to compose himself. Even the tub is empty. Why would you expect him to be in the tub? Not important. Has he jumped? Has the captain fucking jumped? This doesn't make sense. The man seemed barely fit to crawl himself into bed earlier. Hold on. Getting pings. What? Hammond turns to you. Alright, sure. Captain's missing. You're in charge. Good to hear. Don't get a big head about it. Yes, indeed. Well, my fucking head ain't full of whiskey, so shut the fuck up and let's get on with it. The crew are no doubt waking at this moment. They're no doubt scared, confused. It's your duty to keep them calm and to maintain order. Hammond glares at Templeton. It's Shaw's job to get down to the boiler room. Now. We've already wasted enough time looking for that bastard Hunt. Again, I would switch the H for a C. If you storm down to that room, all you'll be doing is inciting a panic. We need to calm the fears of the crew, maintain an air of focus. Lie to them as the ship goes down? Not at all. Instead, to assure them we know how to remedy this matter. You do know how to remedy this matter, Mr. Hammond. Aye. And we need to be quick. I don't have time to worry about some stupid sailor's feelings. We've got a bloody ship to save. I'm not gonna lie, I'm on his side. Like, if we're in an immediate danger that needs fast attention, you do not fucking go slow and make sure everyone's feeling okay. You fucking get it fixed and you deal with the shit after. Well, it's as you said. Officer Shaw is in charge. The decision is yours. Hammond is right. We can't waste any more time. The boiler won't wait for us. Fine. I will keep the crew at bay then. Don't worry about him. Let's go. As more of the crew notice you and Hammond are descending below, the whispers begin. Soon the crew pick up the pace, walking directionless with hurried footsteps. Kurt approaches. Boiler trouble, I take it. I'll lend a hand. Not when you're walking with that cane, you're not. I have enough strength to go tell the crew to hit the lower decks, as many as possible. Let's go, Shaw. Time to save this blasted ship. Oh, hello. Ah! That panned a bit fast. Ahead you can see the brothers trying to open the door to the hold. Trying to get in? Same. Door's stuck. Pull harder, you bastards. We need to get in there. Can you help us? Metal door unsticks. Grimly looks to you before darting off into the dark. Where's that bloody idiot running off to? To sound the alarm. Bloody hells, let's get moving. Don't give me an alarm. Jesus. You enter the boiler room. As you enter, Hammond's engineer team are hard at work. The larger of the two engineers loses grip of their valves, as steam begins to shoot out, causing Hammond to dash forward. Watch it! Hammond tackles the engineer to the ground, saving him from a nasty steam burn. Made it just in time. What's the word, Chief? Keep those valves pumping. We need to avoid a water hammer or we won't make it off the ship. What the fuck does this all mean? Sure. The rest of the crew aren't here. Grab a valve and start turning. You grab a valve and begin turning, trying all you can to keep the water at bay. Pump! I don't want to pump, that's not what I'm here for! You feel the ache in your muscles as you continue to push the valve, keeping the pressure at bay. The furnace rumbles and sputters. Hemorrhaging fuel, that was more than hemorrhaging, that was literally diarrhea, fuck me. You keep turning, doing the best you can to keep the pressure at bay. We could be at this for hours. Shit, where's the rest of the crew? There we go, fucking hell. Brought help, thank God for that. Because we're out of fuel. The furnace rumbles and sputters. Get me coal and turn those valves. Coal. We're gonna need more than one. Hold on, strong people, you. You, I guess. You look like you can carry a sack of shit. With enough hands working on the boiler, you begin to fight back the potential water hammer. Someone's going to have to hold the furnace in place. God. Oh, I've left myself with bad choices. That should have been him. We have a child, a one-armed man, or a one-eyed man. Seeing as he's got both of his fucking arms, it's going to have to be him. Whale! Whale! When someone gains a severe state effect such as wounded, scurvy or frostbite, they will become invalid and unable to work. You keep up the work, shifting the valves till the boiler has fully calmed. As the crew gives assistance to the wounded turner, you feel your muscles tense. You fall back, collapsing from exhaustion. As you lay back, all you can hear are a pair of panicked voices. Where the hell is Captain Hunt? He's gone. Fucking, he's jumped, hasn't he? He's fully jumped. He's fully just fucked off. We have extra. Kind of feel like they deserve a little extra food. Hold on. This scroll is fucking awful, look. I can't... Fuck me. So you can click on this with mouse, but it doesn't really fucking do much. But if you use left and right, it goes fine. Like, the fuck? I also don't really have the food to go 3, annoyingly. I mean, we'll basically be at the same decorum we were before. I kind of want to not waste the little bits that we've got at the minute. The Aurora passes, leaving only the bright light and white. Week 4, 1 week at Temperance Camp. Yay. Camp. You're alone in the captain's cabin. Out across deck can be heard the commotion of the crew. Word has spread quickly that Captain Hunt is missing. Templeton slips in through the door. Sure. Still no sign of Hunt? I'm afraid not. Hunt is still missing. The fact that that's questioned and not confirmed as he's just jumped overboard, where the fuck else would he be? And he isn't alone in that regard. Sanders, Sparrow, and Gren are also unaccounted for. The fuck? As is a sizable food and fuel supply and one of the larger lifeboats. You fucking little cunts. Sure, you and I are not naive. It seems quite clear what has happened here. Yes, but why would Hunt abandon us? That's a question I cannot answer. I doubt we'll ever know at this stage. The former captain is no longer with us. You understand what that means, Shaw? That would make me Captain Shaw now, would I take it. I kind of wish that I'd taken the name Sparrow and the other guy had been called Shaw, not Sparrow, so that I could be Captain Sparrow. Not gonna lie. Not quite yet. A new captain must be selected by the crew. As first mate, you have the most clear argument to take that role. And how do I argue for that role? Your presence in the face of Hunt's absence is an argument in itself. They will hold a vote as soon as possible. A carpenter, Grimley, he is still loyal to Hunt, and many of the sailors will follow his vote, if not all. Though I can assure you have the vote of myself and my scientists. Kurt and his crew are likely to support you as well. I'm unsure where the engineers will side. They're likely loyal to their pay. Turner is still recovering from their steam burns, which may end up working to our favour. And the civilians are a mystery. There's civilians? What? I mean, yeah, obviously there's like the camera bitch and whatnot, but it's the way that just was said then. It's like, why have we got civilians? Hi Hannah, how you doing? Well, I believe when all is said and done, you will just about make the vote. Good point. Who else is up for fucking captain? Just about. My only competition could be dead for all we know. Loyalty runs deep among this lot. They're waiting outside, Shaw. They're scared. They don't know where to turn. You and I both understand the importance of maintaining decorum. Alright, how are you? I'm good. Bit of a dry throat, but that was probably my own fault. I had a Milkis, if you're familiar, the Korean milk soda drink. I had a banana one. So I thought, oh, banana. I love banana flavoured things. It's tasty, but it's also very mouth-drying. And there's a lot of talking in this game, so my mouth is dry as hell. And it's not the best thing in the world when I struggle to read and speak as it is. I keep stumbling over my own words purely because my mouth just goes, nope. Never had one, but I know what you're on about. Honestly, if you like the flavour of milk, very fucking good. If you don't like the flavour of milk, never have one because they'll be horrible to you. But they are surprisingly really nice if you like the flavour of milk. Also, ads are due in like 2 minutes, so I think before we end up getting into this next little bit, I'm going to push the ads through. These will probably be the last ads because we'll probably do till like 7:30, maybe just around 8, 7:45 before we stop. But yeah, so ads are coming in if you're not subbed or turboed. I will carry on as soon as they're done. Whilst I drink my other weird drink, which was a Thai lime fruit tea. Which so far is much better and very fucking tasty. Right, let me see if I've missed anything else on Twitters and things. The fuck? What the fuck? So, a drag queen, anyone that's watched Drag Race Canada might be familiar with them. Venus, that won, not the newest season, but the season before, was in Mexico and got abducted by the police, was handcuffed, so this is what they've written on their own story, with pictures of the abuse and everything. Got abducted by the police and was handcuffed and tossed around in the back of a truck, where I was choked and kicked for an hour, and then they took $1,000 cash from me and my headphones, and then had to pay them hundreds of more dollars to get released. Can't even call the police because they're the ones who did this. The fuck? with a picture of a place saying they left me here bleeding on the side of a dark road in the middle of the night after being held handcuffed for hours while they all laughed at me. Well, never going to fucking Mexico, I can tell you that fucking much. God fucking damn. That's grim. I've had another stupid ass fucking tweet from J.K. Bloody Rowling. I will never understand how people rally behind someone like J.K. Rowling. She is so fucking stupid, it is unbelievable. Genuinely fucking stupid. She's now saying that people who are saying, like trans women who are saying that they're still going to use the women's toilets and you can't fucking stop them, are breaking the law. That's not what the ruling was. The ruling was that the people who run those toilets have the right to say you can't use those toilets. Not that it is against the law to use those toilets. She's such a fucking moron. It's still bad. It's still a fucking disgusting ruling. But it's not against the law to use those toilets. Jesus fucking wept. I genuinely want to freaking just throw sharp objects at the bitch. Genuinely want to throw sharp objects at the bitch. World's going backwards, I can't stand her. Yep, cannot fucking stand the bitch. Hi Shiro, how you doing? I just don't get why people are rallying behind her. She is genuinely stupid and a hypocrite. Like, I've seen more posts from her in the last couple of days that make no sense than anything I've ever seen from a trans woman. So why the fuck are people rallying behind this silly bitch? I have no fucking idea. Or the fact that they even take her word as if it's fact. She is not a scientist. She is not a fucking leading fucking voice on women's rights. She is not a leading voice on trans women. She is not a leading anything. She didn't even write her own fucking material because half of it is just taken from other things and just slightly reworded. Like, she is such a fucking moron. Why are people so obsessed with her? Like, the fact that she has had absolutely zero success outside of the Harry Potter series says enough. Because she's done other things, no one's ever fucking heard of it. She has written other books, no one's ever fucking heard of them. Like, fuck off. The content starts when you fuck off. Yeah, she has. Hi, Sean, how you doing? Well, not even within the Harry Potter universe, some of the spin-offs and like little books that she's done as like extra stuff about them, most people have not fucking heard of. Like, she is not as good as she thinks she is. She just had a single hit. Kind of like when a pop star has one, like number one, and then they disappear. That's essentially her. But you don't fucking follow them in the same way, do you? All these bloody morons. I don't get it. Oh yeah, she's very racist as well. She's a typical, like, I was about to say she's a typical upper class white bitch, but thinks she's upper class white bitch. Because let's be honest, most of us have probably seen the picture of her where she's got the black mold all up the wall behind her in her mansion. Like, you've got all this money and you're apparently such a big bitch, like very important, but you can't get the black mold removed off your walls? Even I fucking managed that, and I do it my damn self. But fucking hell. I used to be all separate the art from the artist, but after finding she actively funds anti-trans movements through her royalties, I will not be funding that. Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy has popped up on PlayStation Plus, So it did come up in conversation last week before, that what I've seen of it, it looks like a very good game. And she didn't actively make the game. It's not actively her. But because it does pay her, I've avoided it. Then it came up in conversation after it was added to PlayStation Plus, because I'm like, well, she's already got any money she's going to get from it. I'm not paying for it myself. Maybe we'll give it a look. Maybe I'll put it to a vote and we'll ask community and maybe we'll play it. But then she started coming out with all this shit about the fucking Supreme Court movement crap that's just happened. I'm like, nah, she can fuck off. I'm not even giving it the airtime. I mean, this is technically a little bit of airtime, but I'm not giving her a full fucking playthrough of a very long game kind of airtime. Hi Trey, how you doing? You get it, I won't lie, because that's when I had that mindset, but I've grown. I mean, I don't judge anyone who did get it. It looks like a very fun game. A lot of us grew up on Harry Potter. A lot of us survived life because of Harry Potter. Not because of J.K. Rowling. She may have made the series, but she isn't why it was a hit at the end of the day. She's not why it was a hit at the end of the day. So she can feck off. Don't forget she's also anti-asexual. She's anti-everything. She's anti-everything that isn't man, woman, heterosexual, cisgender. That's it. She doesn't accept anything that isn't that. And Christian. She's a fucking cunt. She is a fucking cunt. Yeah, but what I mean is I was going to possibly stream it. Because it was like, I'm not paying for it, so she's not getting royalties off me, at least. And it's been long enough that streaming it might not be the worst thing in the world, because anyone that gives a fuck's probably watched it already. It's not going to give it too much airtime, but fuck her. So, nah, fuck her. We'll just play other things. We've got plenty of stuff on the list as it is. It's not the end of the world if I don't play it. No, I'm not doing Octodad instead. Shut up. Shut up, Beck. Hi, Furrit. How you doing? Rowling is a bit scary. Rowling's just an asshole. She's just an asshole. Who doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about most of the time. While we're on the subject, before I carry on with the game, what I don't get about the people who are flipping out about, like her kind of people, who are going nuts about this motion that's gone on that, and again, let me reiterate, it is not illegal for a trans woman to use a women's toilet. It is not illegal, which is what she's trying to claim. What's changed is that they have at least, like, validated the ability for venues that own those toilets to say themselves, you can't use their women's toilet if you're a trans woman. Doesn't make it illegal. They can just ask you to fuck off. And if they ask you to fuck off and you don't, then it becomes a problem that you can have police action involved. But just going into a toilet as a trans woman, into a woman's toilet, is not illegal. Slightly different, not the same thing that she's claiming it is. Which in itself is hilarious as to how fucking stupid she is. But let me just put it this way. She's trying to claim, because I've seen active tweets in the last couple of days, she's trying to claim she's not against trans people, she's just for women's rights and freedoms, etc., and safety. So if you're not against trans people, why are you making those trans women have to use the men's toilets? You do realise, very few to none, like literally very few to no, sexual assaults happen in a women's toilet at the hands of a trans woman. An actual trans woman. Not a man being a bit of a fucking lech. An actual trans woman. Yes, there's been incidents of that nature, but so fucking few, you cannot use it in that fucking way. You cannot use it in that kind of an argument. Because there's been so few. There are just as many incidents where a biological woman has assaulted another biological woman in the women's toilets, as there is trans woman assaulting a biological woman. It makes no fucking sense that they're using that as an argument. However, you're now trying to force those trans women back into the men's toilets. Do you not think for 5 seconds that that's going to increase sexual assaults in the toilets, just not in yours? Because those trans women are then going to be assaulted in the men's toilets. You're trying to label men as the problem, but you're going to force the trans women back into the men's toilets. Are you fucking stupid? It makes no sense. I do not fucking get it. I do not fucking get it. I just can't with these people and how their mind works. Like, fuck is wrong with you? Just have some general human compassion and just let people live their fucking lives. Them being trans has zero effect on your fucking life. Leave them alone. It has zero effect on your life. I don't get it. Fantastic game, just a controversial game to stream, yeah. Wouldn't recommend it. I remember losing a dozen followers at least when I decided to. Oh yeah, I know loads of people that did stream it back when it first came out and lost a lot of followers. It was just more of a, we're at that point where it's been long enough. Maybe we'll give it a go, but then all that shit happened. I'm like, nah, it's still not time. It's still not time. We'll leave it. Maybe one day she'll get removed from the Harry Potter IP and it will no longer be linked to her, at which point we'll give it a go as a fucking celebration. I'll leave it at that point. Isn't the Pale Beyond made by that one? Is it? Who made it? Cellular Studios. Thomas Hislop? Is that who we're on about? I tried to Google just the name of the programmer and that's a very common name, apparently of very old people. Who's it made by? Small development company based in Belfast. Oh god, why did I play this? I can't say I've heard of I can't even say the word. Bellular? Yeah, them. I probably don't know of the YouTuber. Same thing lets them deny trans men from using women's toilets too, so wrap your head around that. Literally. That was the other thing I've seen a lot of, like, people trying to argue with them rather than they just can't get it around their heads. Like, you do realise in doing this, it's not just forcing trans women out of women's toilets, it's also forcing trans men out of men's toilets and back into the women's toilets. Like, make it make sense. Because if your issue is with trans people, that's still stupid. Your issue isn't with trans people, it's with men. So why the fuck have you got a problem with trans women? Just leave them alone. Also, they're trying to say that anywhere that has unisex toilets, you are legally allowed to... She put it was either her or one of her followers I saw last night, I think it was, put a tweet out that if you go anywhere that has a unisex toilet, you are legally allowed to sue them now. Like, no, you're not, you dumb fuck. Like, what is... Stop talking about things you know nothing about. Oh, you can't put links, can you? Hang on. What's the command to let someone put a link? Pretty sure there's a command, isn't there? Was there a command? If there is, I can't find it. Put a name rather than a link, because I can't remember the link. The command to let you put a link in. Also, there is sound in this game for anyone that's coming while I've been tapped out. It's just that it pauses while I'm tapped out. Also, didn't Shiro say something? It's kind of got lost in chat. How is everyone? I'm good. I am honestly actually happy to have this little rant, because for some reason, I don't know if anyone else has had this, but for some reason, when I'm just wittering away, I have no issues when it comes to, like, dry throat, sore throat, anything like that. When I'm reading, because this game doesn't have voices, when I'm reading a lot of stuff, my throat dries up. Every game we have played where I have to read a lot, I have issues where I can't do it for too long because my throat goes fucking horrible. And I end up, like, struggling to get words out. Whereas I can sit and witter for like 2 hours straight of just non-stop rant, and I have no issue. I don't understand. This game has a lot of speaking. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. Supreme Court ruling super pissed me off. Don't even. I genuinely want to fucking scream at everyone. The urge to reply to every dickhead on Twitter. I know it's Twitter. It's the cesspit of humanity. But the genuine urge to just have an hour of just replying to all of the dumb fucks with facts that they forget or ignore. Like, I really want to freaking rinse them. Conservatives are bitching about Snake being black. No, I just fucking can't. They're a fake character. They're not real. It doesn't matter who plays them. I don't get that fucking argument. If the guy that they've freaking got on to play the new Snape plays them well, does it matter whether they're black or white? No, it fucking doesn't. Just let them do the job. Plus, you know, just in general, I don't give a fuck if they change the race of a character. Just as an example, as much as the film itself wasn't great, the CGI was fucking shite. The Little Mermaid live action. The actress that played Little Mermaid in it was fantastic. She did great. The film itself was not good, but she did great. The fact that she wasn't a white bitch with red hair did not make a difference. I don't get why people care. Well, I do get why people care. It's racist twats who are like, but you complain about whitewashing. Like, that's a very different thing. That's a very different thing, people. As soon as Not a Penny goes to Rowling, I will think about trying Hogwarts. Yeah, this is what I mean. If she ever gets, like, disconnected from the Harry Potter IP so that we can play them without funding her in any way, or stream a game without giving her airtime, I'll probably give it a go. Because it looks fun. It looks like my kind of game. It looks like it's a good actual game for that series. Because I remember, like, was it PS2 had a couple of the earlier films, tie-in games, and they weren't the best. They were fun, but they weren't the best. And I've always wanted a better Harry Potter game. But in the run-up of the development of the better Harry Potter game, she came out as a piece of shit. So, you know, kind of got screwed over on that one. Bellular News. Doesn't ring a bell, honestly. So I don't think I was familiar with them before. Although his face is familiar. I don't recognise the name, but his face is familiar. So I've probably seen him on Summit. I love how I've added a Chrome extension that auto opens lurks for a set of streamers that I've selected off my follow list. So if they come on every 5 minutes, it checks through my list. If any of the people on my list that I've ticked as give them a lurk are online, it auto opens a tab for them. Issue is that Twitch keeps auto muting, not the tab, the video. It's not a lurk if the fucking video's freaking muted. So I've got 3 bloody tabs open that have opened out of nowhere while I've been streaming, and they're all muted, so I haven't actually been lurking them, even though they're open. Right, back to the game. This is going to be fun in the VODs, because I'm not cutting this out. This entire half an hour, like, rant will be in the VODs. I don't care. Right. Back to the game. Though times seem dire, remember, there is a rescue ship on its way. Even if the Temperance fails, same thing, we still have a potential escape. 35 weeks! The ship will arrive at Viscount Island in 35 weeks from now. We're not at Viscount Island, so how does that help us? We should focus on surviving that long. That is all we need to do, Captain. I thought we agreed that I'm not the captain yet because we need to do the vote. Why are you calling me captain? The relief could become trapped just as we've been. There is always a risk, particularly here in the Pale Passage. That does not mean we should assume as such. We should assume the same fate does not befall them. Another 35 weeks. Keep it in mind. Here you should have this. Present you with a fancy looking hat. Hunt's hat. Why do you have Hunt's hat? He left it behind in his cabin. Did he, though? That tells us what we need, doesn't it? I really don't trust this man. I don't trust this man. He's the one who's, like, the mouthpiece for the frickin'... whoever it was that was funding this expedition. I don't trust him. I'll take the hat, though, because, you know. I choose to willfully observe reality. I suggest you do the same, Captain. The scientist refrains for a moment. What is it? I think it's best we declare that the captain and the missing crew are dead. There's no need for us to complicate things any further. I'm not lying, no. Leaders lie, get used to it. Yeah, well, leaders also get to choose if they lie, and I'm not doing it. The crew are waiting for you on deck. He looks like he's on drugs. I mean, to be fair, we are... How many weeks in now? 4 weeks? 5 weeks? Into being on a ship in what I assume is the North Pole or South Pole. And now we're stuck in ice. I think they all look a little bit like they're on drugs at this point, because we're all just drawn out and knackered. The last place you saw Captain Hunt. For anyone that came in afterwards, he was drunk and lying in the bathtub, fully clothed. We didn't just watch him in the bath. Me on a Monday. I mean... It's only freaking, like, what? 5 hours away. On Monday. So, yeah. There's still drops of whiskey. Frozen. How fucking cold is it for the fucking... Hang on. Whiskey don't freeze. Whiskey don't freeze. It's high alcohol percentage. What the fuck was he drinking? Not in these fucking temperatures, it doesn't. You can stick it in the freezer, it ain't freezing. Yeah, we're not in minus 30. We're nowhere near minus 30. We're at like minus 10 or something. Probably not even that at the minute. Why is it froze? I have questions. Hunt's ledger is gone. Yeah, I don't trust the scientist guy. He's took the ledger. Jesus. Jesus. The hushed voices become more distinct as you make your way back out into the open air. I have a question. Hang on, where's... And I bet there still isn't enough dogs. I can only see 4. Where's the other 10? Oh no, there's a tail there. They're all behind. You notice the absence of Turner. Which one's Turner? Turner? Oh. Oh yeah, because he's the one that got wounded. Why are you calling him Turner? His name's Lefty. God damn it. So Lefty got injured saving the boiler. But he's only wounded, so hopefully we can get him back. We still haven't... Oh no, they're missing. Along with the captain. We still haven't... Wait, I thought we hadn't met you because we haven't got the little lock. You're just missing, so why are you not locked like them? Curious. Did anyone else bugger off? So they are all deployed, including myself, apparently. Oh, I got the hat. His name is sewn inside, though you never saw him wear it. Wait, he never... Good point, he didn't wear the hat. He was always bald-headed. To be honest, I haven't a Scooby what's going on. So... boil it down. We got hired to be the first mate of a expedition to look for a sunken ship that went missing. They were off researching something or other. I can't remember what they were researching, but it was a research ship that went off into the ice to this place where we are currently trying to get to. They went missing. Nobody heard anything off them, like any indication of where they went missing. Then all of a sudden we... What did they say? They had someone turn up that said they were a survivor of it or something, and they had information on where they'd where they'd crashed. So we're heading out to look for the sunken ship of the research expedition to try and rescue the research that they were doing. So we were hired as the first mate, which is already weird, in my personal opinion, that you would hire a first mate, but you keep crew members from previous expeditions. Would you not keep a first mate from your previous expeditions that you trust? But sure. We got to a point where the captain started having some sort of a mental breakdown and was just drunk constantly and kept disappearing. Then we found him passed out in his bathtub whilst having an argument with that scientist guy who stood here with the fucking bald head. This dickhead in the blue coat. This guy in the blue coat is the leader of the research team, the scientists that are on the ship, but he's also basically the mouthpiece of our benefactor who's funding this expedition that we don't know about and they won't tell us about, which is also sus. They were arguing with the captain about it. Captain being like drunk because he's not even the owner of his own ship, blah blah blah, stuff like that. And then the next morning we wake up, we are stuck in the ice. We got stuck in the ice. The engine was overheating and about to blow up. Captain's gone missing. No one knows where he's gone. We've managed to save the ship by cooling the engine down and getting it fueled back up, etc. But we didn't get one of our shipmates injured in the process. Then we find out that 3 or 4 other people have also gone missing with the captain, and one of the lifeboats has gone. So, you know, either they've all been thrown overboard and it's been made, the lifeboat's been freed off to make it look like they've left, in which case I suspect this guy of doing something dodgy, or they have actively just left us. And now we're basically doing a vote to see who's going to be the next captain, even though it's obviously going to be me. Hi Mark, how you doing? Oh, yeah, these are all the crew members that we've got. So we've got like all these guys with the little face coverings work in the engine room. We've got a camera lady who's come to take photos of things. We've got the dog woman with our sled dogs. These two are the chef and accordionist that entertains everyone. Random stowaway boy who came to follow his one-armed father for whatever purpose, etc. So we basically got every week we have to decide how much fuel we're using, how much food we're using, and if we don't have enough to manage it, we lose decorum. And if either of these get to 0, it causes health issues and whatnot that can cause death. So we're very quickly going to end up dead, basically. Especially while I'm managing things. The crew members notice you and stop. Their attention ripples across the deck. Attention! It should be clear now that Captain Hunt is no longer serving his post. As such, we should vote in the new captain. I nominate Officer Shaw for the role. The clear choice as first mate. And what of Hunt? I do not see him among us, do you? Don't see a body either. He's still out there, we don't know what happened. Something we can discover. For now, someone has to take the reins of command. All in favour of Officer Shaw? Vote for the next captain. Oh, hello. Abstained? Oh, he's injured, he can't vote. Oh, they're all voting for me. Nice. Nice. So they're back in the old captain, even though he's not even here. Oh, you little bitches. Oh, you little bitches. Oh! God fucking damn. We won by 1 vote, but 5 abstained, so we could have lost. You have been confirmed as the captain of the expedition. Well, the ayes have it. Shaw shall be acting captain from this point forward. We could have just said I was acting captain to begin with, and then we wouldn't have needed a vote, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, we wouldn't really have needed a vote, we could have just gone, while the captain's missing, the first mate is in command. Done. The crowd looks to you expectantly as Templeton gives you a knowing nod. A moment passes in the cold as they await your next words, curious murmurings scattering between the crew. Wait for them to shut the fuck up. As they look to you, it's not long before the obvious question spills from a crew member's mouth. Where is Captain Hunt? It is unclear at the moment. Captain Hunt is dead. The crowd immediately cuts to silence. They look to Templeton, some back to you after. He and the missing crew were lost last night along with one of the ship's lifeboats. We have no bodies. -5 loyalty with this twat. I don't care. I did not tell you I would lie to them. You told me to lie to them. I didn't say I would do so. Silence hangs in the air. As long as we keep our wits, there's no reason we can't survive this. The crowd begins to bubble up once more, with more and more questions coming to the surface. Members of the crew start speaking out one by one, with questions thrown your way in quick succession. I said with question, singular, thrown in quick succession, but sure. How are we supposed to survive out here? Is help coming? What about our pay? Will we still be paid? Bitch, if you don't survive, you don't get paid. So shut up and let's survive, okay? We'll have to rely on each other out here. We cannot afford to stand at each other's throats. If we continue to squabble, we'll kill each other before the cold can get the chance. I know this isn't what we signed up for. I would like the head of each station to report to me going forward. If anyone would like a word, you know where to find me. Done. Done. Nah, I'm done. Shut up. What of those lost, Captain? A memorial service will be held on the ship once the ship is freed from the ice. I'd say that makes most sense. Well, you heard the captain, get to it. Which probably means that if we do get free, we'll hold a memorial service, then we'll get to land, and they'll be there waiting for us, the little shits. The crowd dissipates, returning to their roles aboard the ship. You pass Templeton. He nods. Don't ever undermine me like that again. Of course, Captain. He departs. I don't like him. I don't trust him. I don't like him. Nah. Shaw, or should I say Captain Shaw? That Hunt, which is definitely not the word I want to say. I hope he and the others are holding safe. Still, no good dwelling. I have confidence you'll take up the mantle well. The crew are counting on me. I don't intend to disappoint. That's the spirit. We need some optimism at a time like this. If the captain has faith, so too will the crew. Yeah, hopefully. Dogs! How do I feed fish to the dogs if I don't have any fish? I suppose congratulations are in order. There's still not 14 in here either. Just saying. There's supposed to be 14. It says it here. There's 13 on this screen. Why did you abstain during the voting? I am not a member of this crew. It did not seem right for me to weigh in on their matter. No, that's fair. There are no fish to feed them. I'm not going to try and pet them last time they ran off. Anybody else want to talk before I go check the cabin? Oh. Oh, they've gone to bed. I am pretty sure there was a fart noise then. I wasn't sure last time. Pump floodwater from the lower deck. So if we get floods, we have to go in there, okay? We do need to restock on food, but how does this work? Get out of bed. Get me some food. Okay, fully stocked on food. I'll do the same with the coal. Aha! Get the fuck out of bed. I need me some coal. Oh, there's possibly more coal than I need, though. Are you just going to stand there or give us something to burn? I would, but we didn't find the body. Captain now, are you? As long as you aren't in the way any more than Hunt was, I'm happy. You happy? As a clam. Now, if you don't need anything, can you be on your way? Sure. The Red Room? I'm sorry, the Red Room? I didn't know it was that kind of game. There should be no hesitation, Shaw. You are the captain now, and you must carry that authority instantly. It is best that we carry out the daily routine as normal, show that you are capable in the role. We should take the day's requests immediately before seeing to our resources. Well, I've already done the resources, but sure. You saw the duties of the captain firsthand while serving Hunt. You're acting captain now. It's time to take up that mantle. A line is already forming at the door. No surprise given the circumstances. Take them as you may. I mean, I'm not going to lie, you get first dibs because you're ginger. Sure, the ice looks unbudging, doesn't it? It would seem that way, yes. Crew seem to think so. They think if we don't intervene, the Temperance will never get freed. If you're suggesting breaking the ice, I can assure you that won't work. I'm not. They are. No intervention is going to break up the ice enough to free this ship. Putting others to work on that is simply a waste of manpower. Aye, maybe. They're scared though, worried. They just want to feel like they tried something. I mean, surely going out to break the ice is a risk of, you know, killing someone. So I would say that's probably not the best choice. Cannot waste crew on a pointless task. Sorry, but tough tits. Understood. Best not to sell false hope. It only leads to more disappointment in the future. I'll see you for dinner, Shaw. Don't forget the hoosh pot needs fed. Already done it. Captain, I've brought the Kennel Master with me. There is something you both want to hear. I have a strong suspicion on what the matter is. I was planning to speak with the Captain on it myself. Fortunate happenstance then. Captain, I know these conditions well. I've seen them before. Any idea of the Temperance being freed of the ice any time soon is a pipe dream. We need to press on. We need to become aware of our new environment. Our new environment is just ice. It's just ice. That's it. Trust me, we'll be living off it for quite some time. And what of you, Cordell? Do you agree? Indeed. The dog sleds will be need to exercise regularly. There is no better way than to engage in hunting. We're quite lucky despite the circumstances. Now is the peak time for hunting and navigation. And navigation? Traversing the ice may be a possibility in the future. We need to be prepared for that. If we're to survive out here, we need to know what lies ahead. These are uncharted territories, Captain. We have no idea where we are. Your current rations are not set to last forever either. Send any hunting party to me as you please. My dogs and I will ensure their survival. The same sentiment for myself and any scouting teams. If you wish the great unknowns to be braved and charted, I am your man. We need to know what lies ahead. Keep looking forward. Okay, and what do you want? Saving that boiler was only the start of our troubles. Have you seen the state of this bloody ship? I mean, I'm not sure redecorating is the problem. I'm willing to bet you'll be eating human legs by the end of this. You've really got eating human legs on the brain, haven't you, after playing that game yesterday? That was just such... So I started lurking your stream yesterday just before you did that as well. Like, just before you did that. I was sat chilling, having a nice time, playing some Dark Chronicle, doing some of the off-camera stuff, ready for the next stream. And all of a sudden, I'm like, why are you eating someone's leg? Why are you feeding someone their own leg? What's going on? Aesthetics are always the cure. I mean, they help. I guess. It has certainly seen better days. She's bleeding in the lower decks. I believe the older Stoke is attempting to rectify that. We need to stockpile as much fuel as we can. I've already done it. If the furnace runs out by the end of the week, we die. If we spend too long on this ship, we die. If we don't stockpile enough fuel for the winter, we die? Yes. Get me some coal, get it to the furnace. Already done. I'm afraid he's not wrong. That coal bunker is our only source of fuel for the time being. Until we can procure alternatives, we should assign crew to shoveling whenever possible. Already done. Not sure legs would be the tastiest. I mean... suppose it depends on the leg. Literally wasn't given a choice, I did it under protest. Don't lie, you know you wanted to do it. You enjoyed it. Before dinner you should see to sending out our first sledding team. I also believe it's time you gave our good doctor a visit. That we still haven't met and we're on week 4. We'll still have wounded from the night of the Aurora. We'll still have... That sentence just threw me way off. Their wounds will need attended to before we're fit to work. And I doubt I need to remind you of this, but we need every hand available. Don't be afraid of assigning my team for some manual labour. They'll complain, but they'll work. Oh, Jesus, there's things. How far away did we finish from the... pretty much halfway point between where we started and where we were going. We have numerous scouting spots. Let's do some eavesdropping. You did seem familiar. I've finally placed you. You have you? Yes, I remember seeing you compete. Oh yeah, Flick's the gymnast, isn't she? I remember seeing you compete. Soren Killipper, you were quite the gymnast. I'm surprised to see you in this line of work. Not too many gymnasts carry long careers. You did quite well when I saw you at the Summer Games. I recall you placed. I don't recall winning. She said you placed, she didn't say you won. I can't believe Hunter's gone. What happened? Who knows? He was drunk. Whatever he was thinking, he definitely wasn't in the right mind. And what about Smurf and Corvid and Joe? Who knows? Corvid owes me 5 gilst. What is gilst? I mean, obviously money, I'm guessing, but you know. I don't think you'll be seeing it soon. Nothing new there, because we don't have any fish yet. Oh! I'm sorry. Are you the doctor? Is this fucking guy that was fucking seasick the doctor? What? It is very similar to the Banner Saga kind of style, isn't it? You enter the ship's infirmary. Your presence seems to startle the young man inside. The rattle of dropped forceps ringing through the room. Why were you playing with forceps? Oh goodness, it's you. Captain now, is it? Captain Robin Shaw, it's good to meet you. Dr. Arthur, Nutley. Dr. Nutley. Fucking Nutley. It's bad enough that we had 2 people, we eavesdropped on 2 people talking earlier before we knew their names, and it turned out the one on the left's nickname is Grips, and the one on the right's nickname was Dick. Grips Dick. Not even a joke. That happened. You having a spot of bother, Nutley? What do you mean I lost his loyalty? Bother? No. I suppose I seem a little scatterbrained at the moment. I guarantee you it was no accident. Oh, of course not. It isn't the norm. Recent circumstances have been trying, and the inclination towards seasickness is no help. Turner, the steam burns they suffered from the furnace are severe. If you let me take a look, I can do my best to alleviate their pain. Whoops. I didn't mean to click then. I was just gonna... Yeah. Do you have any experience with something like this? What fucking... This man can fuck off. Well, I've read extensively on the matter. All I did was ask a question. As far as first-hand experience goes, well, no, this is my first encounter. At this point, all we can do is wait. Let's out a nervous cough. I'm going to punch you in the throat. I'll make you cough in a minute. Captain Hunt, do you think he may still be out there? There's a chance, however slim. Right, perhaps we'll run into him again. No, that's ridiculous. Never mind. Apologies, I'm rambling. I suppose you wanted an update on the crew. A report would be nice. Mostly scrapes and scuffs. As for the dogs, you're better asking the kennel master. You forgot their name already. You mean Cordell? Yes, Cordell. I haven't taken well to the dogs. I'm unsure how to carry myself amidst most people, and animals are quicker to judge. And Cordell herself is harsher still. But you can I swear to God I can read. You can rely on me for any human medical issues. Is everything good? I mean, is someone coming to rescue us? I won't lie, we're in a difficult situation here. I'm going to need your help. Oh, fuck you. Then you can count on my help. We're still -5 from when we started this conversation. For no reason other than this man's a twat. Hi, Beale, how you doing? Nutley keeps his head low. Is there anything I can do for the crew? Maybe not be so fucking useless? Will be cured of all status effects by the end of the week. Assign 3 scientists to instantly gain 1 medical comfort item. It can be used to immediately cure all people in the med bay. But if they'll be cured by the end of the week, then just leave them there, surely. Hello, Grips. Robin Shaw. Recognise that name somewhere. Royal Admiralty, right? Did you serve? Yes, I did. I think we served on some of the same ships. You probably wouldn't have seen me, though. Didn't get much time out of the engineering rooms. Good to know the new captain has some experience. That's probably irrelevant to what's going on, so yeah, it doesn't matter. Officer Captain Shaw. Officer Captain Shaw! Hi. I suppose I should get used to calling you that. I was asking the crew if anyone had seen Hunt or any of the deserters last night. Not a single soul. I know the man knows his ship well, but it seems odd. Do you think the crew could be lying? I wouldn't accuse anyone of that. It's very unlikely he wasn't seen by anyone. I suppose the boiler troubles caused a great deal of distraction. I mean, yeah, the ship about to explode was a little bit distracting, not gonna lie. Been better? I hope it's nothing big. I hope things improve. I want to say everything's good now. For now, at least. Call the crew for dinner. The crew have their meal. Shall we give a toast to our new captain? No, please don't. Oh, literally, it was just here, done. The crew returns to their post. The hammocks are unfurled in preparation for the evening. Despite the time, it is still bright light outside. Again, same as the last 3 fucking nights that we've done. Looks like we'll be trapped here for a while. I don't like the ship's chances either. Will be some time before we see home. I'm gonna die of boredom out here before the cold takes me. You'll manage, I'm sure. Should have brought your Switch with you. So tired. You'll get used to it, lad. This is what you get for fucking stowing away on a ship going out onto the ice. You stupid little child. It's far too much work. I thought you wanted the work. If I can do it with 1 arm, you can do it. You're always saying that. Because he's kind of right. If he can do it with 1 arm, you can manage. You're a tall one, aren't you? Oh, thank you for noticing. Been this big since I was 15. You ever considered doing films? You have the stature for it. Oh, I can't act. Acting isn't part of it. You stand there, cut a nice silhouette, and you'd be a star. That sounds awfully easy, doesn't it? It can be. That's how he became famous. Allegedly. Did you need me for something? The crew seems to like you. I wondered if you had any advice staying on their good side. Junior's better with people. I don't know. Be good to them. That's all it takes. That's not really helpful. He stares at you before nodding to his hammock. Sorry? Are you inviting me? Hello? Evening, Shaw. I'm proud of what I've been able to cook up for the crew lately, considering the rations. Though I do wish I had something better to work with. I'd kill for a good beef steak. Not many cows on the ice. That depends on what you're after. What kind of cows we talking? Not many cows on the ice. You never know, Shaw. We might get lucky. No, I know. I am pretty fucking certain that that's not a thing. Weren't you just downstairs? Evening, Shaw. Cold one, isn't it? I used to think I was growing used to the cold, but as the years have gone on, the elements have only grown harsher on the body. Says the man with the only fucking excessively fluffy, insulated coat in the entire crew. It's to be expected, Kurt. You're getting old. Could find a nice leg, goddamn. Come now, Shaw. I'm due more credit than that. Now you're an old fucker. These bones aren't as worn as you would believe. Again, feels like an invitation. What kind of bone are we talking about? Awfully loud, aren't they? I don't mind it all that much. What's loud? They've worked all day. They rode their leisure. Oh, the people. Those sailors ought to remember, we all need our sleep. These bug me because their nicknames aren't the same as their names. Like, we've got Andre... sorry, hiccuped on my own word. Andre Isaac, whose nickname is Mr. Zack. These two make sense. Their surname is Glossley, so they're Mr. and Mrs. Gloss. But Andre Isaac, that's his actual name. But his nickname is Mr. Zack. Like, is it your middle name? Is it just a made-up name? Like, what? How? Huh? Why does he have the nicest room? Good evening, Captain. It'll be some time before we see rescue. Perhaps you should be endearing yourself to your crew. I notice you're quite invested in my captaincy. You'll find that I am invested in our survival. That is tied to how you continue to lead. Bitch, don't fucking test me. Wait, what does it want me to go down again? Oh, I'm guessing just because there's crew to talk to. Captain Shaw, I presume you're here to see the dogs. Yes, how are they faring? They've already acclimatized, though recently they've been exhausted and in need of rest. Well, it's a bit fucking tough shit because we need to send them out. It's no surprise our conditions keep changing. They grow used to one state before being thrust into another. One refuses to eat and has been losing weight rapidly. I assume the change in scenery has affected it. First off, can we start referring to the dogs as it? Like, don't be rude. They need their rest just as any person. They tend to be more reliable, however. So you prefer dogs to people? Is that unusual? No, not really. I suppose it is, in a way. Though I cannot be blamed for that judgment, surely. Captain Shaw, you recall my conditions with Hunt, do you not? Like it was yesterday. My demand was that I work here with the dogs. Your people may help with the sleds, but they are not my responsibility. They are not my people. I am holding up my promise with Hunt. I do not intend to join your crew. We'll pet the dog and leave. You can fuck off. However, we're going to leave it there because my throat is going off. How do I... Ah, you have to go to a set of freaking thingy thing. Let me run all my snoozes and we'll see if we can get to the next autosave. Because ads were 5 minutes away. I can feel my throat starting to give in with reading, so we're going to have to finish some point soon. Yes, we can give the dog the hat. They become excited. Before tearing the hat to pieces. That's fine by me. No! She hated the fact that I gave them the hat. Fine. Can I do a scout? Let's go west. Who am I sending out to scout? Let's send Quilsey. Oh, okay. And then research. Mark down the hunt for the week. Sure, whatever. That means nothing to me. So we should be able to do 2 if it's 7 if it's 4 and then 3. Do Yorick. Ooh, we got penguins we can hunt. And you're the only person who's free on the sailors list, so you can go. We'll send a scout as well, I guess. Was that not enough? Oh, we need more dogs to be able to send 2 people. Fuck you then. Oh no, I need 4 to do it all. Fucking hell. Okay, screw you. We'll come back for them tomorrow. Or next week. Whatever the fuck the thing is. Is it 4 for... No, that one's 3. We'll go there then. We got more to get next time. Kinda works, I guess. Can I sleep? Can I just skip? I know I can end the day, but is there anything else to do before I do so? Bloody cold, isn't it, Captain? Oh, it's -10. So again, that whiskey did not freeze. That was a lie. Don't know how you spend your time away from the furnace. It'll be even colder without your hard work, Hammond. I know. I mean, sure. Okay. You gonna save? I'm guessing the +1 is... the fuck? Dogs arrested and available to be sent out. Mr. Zack returned from hunting with 1 researches, whatever that does. Another week on the ice, the ship holds, barely. Lefty was cured of their wounds, yay. 2 weeks at Temperance Camp. I'm pretty sure it just auto-saved as well, so... Yeah, it just saved, so we'll leave it there. Lol, 420. We're leaving it on 420. It is also 420 today. I had to argue that as well on Twitter. Someone was going on about how today's Easter. I'm like, it's also 420. Fuck Easter. It's 420. Right, we're going to leave it there though, because my throat is starting to go, nah. My throat's had enough. Where shall we raid over to? What else? A fair few people on for a Sunday. Do I want to raid or do I not? I don't know. So I just kind of want to just go space out and do something away from the computer. Yeah, we'll say that, because I could do with not staring at the screen, because the whiteness of this game has kind of messed with my eyes as well. So I could do with going elsewhere, so I'm not going to sit at the computer, so we're not going to raid. However, if you want somewhere to go, there are suggestions. We have Ash by Daylight is on doing some Dead by Daylight. We have Enclave is on currently doing some Survive the Nights. Cavs is on doing some Marvel Rivals. Marek underscore plays is doing some repo. Awesome Vixen's on doing some DBD. Ghosty Soph's on doing some DBD. Mia's on, Mia aka Leah, doing some DBD as well. Let's Milk doing some DBD. Mike Pod's doing some DBD. Connor Spark is doing some DBD. All the DBDers are on if you want to go and pop over. God damn it, Kylan, stop being so nice. I don't do compliments and shit. Hi, Kylan, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm not reading that out. You can all read that. I don't do compliments and shit. I've read it. I have read it. Just not out loud. But thank you. It is appreciated. It is appreciated. But we are finishing. You did pop in right at the end. You did pop in right at the end. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, I'm not going to raid out because I could do with going and getting away from this bright-ass screen. In fact, can I just... Jesus. Let's leave it on that for a second. Christ. Also, before we finish, let me just stick me back in the corner. We started the game and I realised no matter where I shove my little PNG guy, they're going to be in the way. They're going to block something that you could do with seeing. Just kind of annoying. I'm alive, that's all I can ask for. Honestly, same. Honestly, same. I feel that. I feel that. And honestly, as long as that's correct, you're good. Like, what more do you realistically need? The rest is a bonus. That is the necessity. I hope you're doing okay generally, and if not, I hope it gets better. But we are going to end there. So there are people to go over and see. Generally, if you're after a DBD, I would suggest Awesome Vixen or Mia aka Leah, or Ghosty Soph. If you're not after that, you could go Cavs doing some Marvel Rivals. You could go... Who was doing repo? Marek underscore plays doing some repo. Enclave's doing some Survive the Nights. Oh, Shades of Slay's also just gone live doing some Stardew Valley. There's options, but I'm just going to end because I could do with going away from the computer for a bit. So thank you for hanging out. I don't know what the streams are going to be for the next week yet because I haven't seen Tom's schedule because I need to work around that. I'm also not sure whether I can be asked to do DBD this week coming. If we do DBD, it'll be Friday. But whether it's Survivor or Killer, I don't know. Probably Killer. I'm not going to lie. I'll probably just stick to Killer if I do DBD this week. Although saying that, if I do Survivor, we can all join in and bring blood points because we'll be on 500% by Friday. Do you know what? Yeah, there will be DBD on Friday because it'll be 500% blood point bonus plus anything we bring. So we'll do Swift on Friday. Otherwise, I don't know what days we'll be streaming, but it will be some more Pale Beyond and it will be some more Dark Chronicle, which I have done some off-camera stuff. We've got a new fancy gun that looks like the tree guy, Jurak. It's literally a little laser gun that's got eyes on the side of it, made out of wood. That I got from finishing the Forest Village. What else did I do? I recruited everyone I could up to this point. I've got all the pictures I can get up to this point. I don't think I did anything. Oh, and I got all the monster transformations that I can get up to the point where we're at. I want to say there's a couple more coming up soon in the next dungeon, but all the ones up to where we got to in Dark Chronicle, I now have. But yeah, we're going to leave it there. So thank you for hanging out. Have a good rest of your evening, wherever you go after this. Tell them I said hello. Otherwise, have a good rest of your evening, rest of your weekend, and I'll see you at some point. I'll keep an eye on the Discord and Twitter if you use Twitter, and I'll stick the schedule up as soon as I know what the hell I'm doing. And again, if you are in the Discord, or if you're not, get your ass in the Discord. Go check the Steam Key Dump channel. There are still, I think, 8 keys at last check. Is it 8 keys? Steam Key Dump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. There's still 8 keys on the list available that haven't been claimed yet, including Black Skylands, Banners of Ruin, Rylan? Fucking hell. Railroad Tycoon 2 Platinum, 1,000 Times Resist, In Other Waters, Prop Night, Corridor Z, and Sid Meier's Railroad. So if any of those take your fancy, just post in the channel, let me know, and I'll send you the key. Otherwise, have a good rest of your evening. I will see some of you whenever the fuck I'm live next. It will probably be Wednesday, but it might be Tuesday. It won't be tomorrow, I can tell you that much. Yeah, have a good rest of your evening. Bye. Where's the fucking thing? There's the fucking thing. Bye! Oh, we have a raid. I have a raid target. I'm going to throw you all at Vec. Vec has literally just gone live and he's going to do some Subnautica. So I'll throw you at Vec. So go say hi to Vec. Grab your raid messages, please. First, if... I don't know why I keep trying to say first. Animated flames if you're subbed. Purple flames if you're not. Have a good evening. Go say hi to Vec. Bye.